So I can't actually link it to you.
All right.
And the file size is too big.
Of course it is. You teased us and then you threw us to the ground.
I'm
I
sorry.
understand. You know what? I'll just do a search for what Evelyn couldn't give us right now. There it is.
All right. I think we are actually, we got the starting
Fine.
screen up.
Yep, I see it.
Uh,
Full
know.
animated glory.
I don't trust it.
I'm waiting for people to show up so we can figure out if they can hear us. I think
Show
they should be able to. I'm seeing audio capture.
I was able to hear us. I had to actually mute my sound for Twitch. So, yeah, I heard all of the sass. All right.
I forgot to. I'm with you. Okay.
Good day, friends. I can hear you. I can hear me.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm real?
Show
Hey,
me
Enoch.
the spell.
Thank you for being there. Good to see you.
Wonderful to have you, Enoch Pratt.
I don't know what you're saying anymore.
Heard it.
I've given up.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Expanding the character, combat expanded.
Anyone know the Shadow and Bone series?
Yes.
I watched the first episode and a half. I have to get back to it because I kind of fell asleep and I'm not sure where I might have watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
I'm not sure where I left off because I kind of fell asleep and Netflix just kept going.
Yeah. Sure.
What happens in it?
No, don't tell me. I'm reading the books.
So
Oh my
I'll tell you everything.
I could probably spoil almost everything for you because I'm already to the second book.
Just give me a synopsis so I know what it's like.
Fantasy stylized, but with modern feels of muskets, cannons. But there are people known as they're pretty much spellcasters, except for they have a genre of spellcasting.
Okay.
You've got the heart renders, which are able to control people's bodies.
Blood.
Oh, I like
Mike
that.
Disney, how are you,
No,
sir?
it's their bodies as well because they can stop the heart and they can make someone's what can we call it?
I thought it was more like they controlled the blood, and that's how they stopped the heart, because they stopped all blood going to the heart.
Well, they also. Oh no, those are the tailors. Yeah, then you're probably right because the tailors are the ones that can mess with how you look and the wrinkles and stuff like that.
Patrick, good to see you.
Did you read the books or are you watching the show?
I finished the show a couple weeks. I literally finished it 2 days after it came out.
I almost want to ask you what was the last thing on the show, but I don't want to know just in case.
All I can say is that Jesper is my spirit animal.
Okay.
Oh, look, we're starting. That's sweet.
Hi.
Oh, son of a gun.
Jeez.
Don't go cameras yet. I'm a numpty. 1 second.
Terry, did you forget to... Never mind. Oh, boy.
No, this is a great start to
Oh,
things.
great. We have a first time viewer.
I'm a
First
numpty
time.
and we know
Welcome.
it's true.
Oh,
Hello.
Valorious. Valorious.
This is what happens when I play as
Valorious,
dwarf. In case
Valorious.
Should I apologize now
curious.
for what's about to happen?
Did you forget your dice?
My mic's
Terry?
on too, isn't it? Son of a.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
It's good.
Way to
His
go,
headphones
Terry.
aren't on, so it's fine. He just hurt his finger.
That is happening.
Yeah. I almost want you to turn the cameras on right now just to kind of show off this wonderfulness.
All right, I'm kosher now, like a pickle.
All right. Shall we go live?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, my head is disappearing.
That's fine. You don't
There
need
we
it.
go. And we
I don't know
are
how to
live.
respond to that.
Well, hello.
Oh, okay. My hair.
And hey,
is
I
not
got you
fully
all in the right
camera,
spots, too.
so-
Yay!
Nice.
Good news, everyone.
Woohoo.
This-
Good news, everybody. Hi, everyone. Welcome to BlueBoxRPG. Tonight, we are going to be running a one-shot, or more to the point, I will be running a one-shot as a guest. Well, tonight we're going to throw out the term dungeon master and game master. Tonight, the castle keeper is in session. So tonight's one shot, we are going to be playing by the Castles and Crusades rule set. Castles and Crusades is brought to you by one of our sponsors, who we will get to in just a little bit. But first, I want to introduce the wonderful players, starting with the man in the upper left-hand corner, who graciously agreed to be a pinch hitter tonight. And apparently he took that a little too seriously and got whacked in the nose with it. Josh, say hello to everyone.
Hello, I am Josh. NPC Voices. For those that don't know me, Brim on Tuesday nights. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, if you want to be a little nosy about it all. Yeah, that's me, honestly. Yeah, happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Josh, why don't you tell them a little bit about the character you're going to be playing today?
Never. So my character's name is Gottfried. He is an older paladin. Like, how old are you, Terry?
We have ages?
No, I mean like you, Terry.
Oh, yeah, I'm like 42.
Yeah,
if you
so
say
he's
anything,
like, so
I'm
he's like
gonna
42.
stab you in the kidney.
But he's an older paladin, worships, I think, Paylor. I have a sun medallion, so I just assumed. But I have a sun, so I worship the sun, praise the sun. To all those that get the reference. But yeah, Gottfried wears a full chainmail. I have the full description. I don't know why I'm trying to like shiz this. I literally sent it to you. There we are. Gottfried, a man standing about 5'11", sun-kissed skin and vibrant emerald-like eyes, a broken nose that has been badly reset, a light scar that crosses his right cheek as well as his lips. His eyes are tired and distant, looking like a sailor with eyes always on a distant gale. He wears a full chain shirt with dark green tunic on his top half that has a half cape of a similar green color that comes to his mid-bicep. The tunic falls to just below his knees. A broadsword hung in a sheath on his left side with a dagger and a warhammer hang on his right. Old and battered dark boots held together by patches and cloth cover his feet, and thick leather gloves adorn his hands. He has a chain hood he usually wears, but when the hood is down, he has a dark receding hairline that looks to have once been fine black hair, now beginning to fade and turn to that of a dark gray. His beard well kept, but having a similar change in color. That is Gottfried, the paladin, human, sexy, and old.
And I agree with the honeybee crafter. Sounds pretty hot for a 42-year-old. Yeah, because 42-year-olds are hot. What now?
I didn't say you weren't. Never believe you weren't hot, Terry.
Our TikTok proves that.
So, moving on. We're going to go to the wonderful woman who is the right hand and the keeper of all things Discord and other duties. You know her by many names, but she is our dear Evelyn.
Hi everyone, I'm Evelyn. I am in fact the partner here at BlueBoxRPG. I am also always on BlueBoxRPG, so if you catch our streams, you're gonna see me there probably. I can be found on socials at Theater Evie on Twitter and Instagram. I also make props, which is really fun, and it's what I've been doing for a very long time now. So let's see. I think that's everything for me as of now. But tonight I will be playing Demoira Keltho. She is a high elf wizard. She stands at 5'3", so she is a small elf. And she has flaming red hair and emerald green eyes. And she loves to deal with her books and perfect her magic spells. Yes.
All right, thank you.
That's
so going to the lower left-hand corner, for those of you who were at BlueBoxCon and specifically the Ren Fair, you know her as our Viking Queen. Those of you who watched Josh's amazing stream, thanks to his amazing players on Monday nights, know her as Teppy. And Kristen, why don't you tell us about Well, tell us about yourself and who you're playing.
So my name's Kristen. I'm super excited to be here tonight. I play, like Robert said, I play on Josh's stream on Monday nights as Tapira. If you want to see 3 crazy girls doing nonsense and pissing off their DM, you can always jump in on that. You can find me at D&D Imposter on Instagram. It's not a troll account. It's just a new account. And tonight I'm going to be playing Lita, who is barely reached adulthood bard halfling. She's giving Evelyn's lady a run for her money on shortest person in the group, standing at 2'11". She's got black hair that she's got put up in pigtails, blue eyes, nothing really fancy she's wearing. She's got like a long shirt, long navy shirt that goes kind of down to her knees, black pants underneath, and you can usually find her with a drink in her hand or probably skipping and annoying the NPCs we run into.
Yeah.
Nice. So before we get to our last player, I want to mention that we just had a raid from Trollord Games. So
hey!
Thank you. Your eyes do not deceive you. It does say Castles and Crusades at the bottom of the screen. And yes, we are playing Castles and Crusades this evening. I have 4 players who have never played the game before. So, yes, I get to be there first. On that note, we have Terry, who is no stranger to BlueBox streams. So, Terry, tell us about yourself and who you're playing this evening.
Of course, I am Terry. Mainly go by Machik ED on everything: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Thank you. I almost forget that. Evelyn always reminds me, but I didn't need reminding today, so I feel a bit positive about myself. So yeah, you can find us pretty much any of those places. Actually, my Twitch stream is going to start picking up now that the school year is over with. So very excited about some things to come there. I won't go into too much of that right now. First, I want to compliment all these other players who are so prepared with their characters. They came out. If I could show you my sheet right now, I have nothing. So I'm going to improv the description of my character as we speak because as a certain villain in a certain video game says, I was not prepared. So here we go. I'm low stout ale braids. I'm a dwarf. Height is approximately 4'6". I run about 102.5 years, and that half is very important. Weight, well, let's just say stout's in the name. That's all you need to know. My eyes, a dark amber brown. But only if you look in long enough to see them, because I don't like people looking into my eyes. Hair, long and down about my back, 2 braids that fall across my stoutly chest. I'm hardy, I worship St. Cuthbert, and I'm ready to keep people alive.
All right. So, thank you, Terry. I want to, thank my wonderful players again, because, it's a dream come true to be able to run a game for you on stream. So why don't we take a moment and go through, Evelyn, go through our list of sponsors that help this channel be what it is.
Yeah, just send us
So
back. And
I'm sorry about that, everyone. I created the sponsor
Oh.
page about 5 minutes ago, and well,
all right.
and I completely
So-
forgot to add audio captures to it.
All right, so so we have lots of really amazing sponsors here on BlueBox RPG, and we want to make sure that we say thank you to them because we really appreciate everything that they do for us. So first of all, I'm going to mention the publishers of the game system that we're actually playing tonight, which is Trollord Games. You can check them out over on their website. I'm popping the link in the chat right now for all of their various publications and modules and things over there. Next, we have Cozy Gamer. Theron over at Cozy Gamer, she makes beautiful dice. She also makes some really cool ones. You can check her out on her Instagram, as well as she has an Etsy store, I believe, but all of her stuff or her website. So you can check that all out over there and buy some shiny math rocks. Then we have Manta Games, who are the makers of Terrain Crate. They also make other terrain and miniatures. And so I have popped that into chat right now. That will take you to Rank 8, but you can check out the rest of their website over there as well. Next we have Frederica Draws, who she does all of our character art for our actual campaign sessions, as well as our lovely image of our DM Neuromancer. That is all over stuff that she's done for us. You can check her out on her Instagram. She and you can use her link tree there to commission her if you would like to have some really cool fantasy art done. Her Instagram is incredible, so you should definitely check that out. Also, we have the wonderful, the talented, the amazing Mike Disney. He does mini paints over on his Twitch stream in the mornings, most of the days of the week. So check him out over there. All of his stuff is in his link tree as well. And finally, last but not least, we have Ferox Fabrication. They make lots of tools and supplies for miniature painting, including mini holders, brush holders, wet palettes, and they also make DM screens and various wooden signs and a lot of other really cool things. So you should check them out and send them some love as well. So thank you again to all of our sponsors. We could not make the amazing D&D that we do every week without you guys. So thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, Evelyn. So let's get this party started. What do you say? I'm going to start off with just a little montage to get us rolling. You've all been adventuring together for quite some time. For those of you who are wondering, all the party members are level 6. So yeah, they've done pretty well for themselves. You had gotten a call from your last stop that sent you to a small trading village on not far from the Nyrond. For those of you who are Greyhawk fans, yes, we are playing in the world of Greyhawk, though it's not all that important for this adventure. But to the Nyrond Great Kingdom border, there's a small village that is reportedly having problems with a wizard, they think. Reports are a little sketchy, but yes, they got you outfitted with all the gear that you could possibly need for adventures as kind of a going off present. So you all have your backpacks. And with that, you made your way to the small village of Durbanshire. You were met there by the mayor, Nadia Felton, who invited you to her home that she shares with her young daughter, Maya, and had you in for tea. So we're going to start with the, sitting down for tea. Nadia walks to each of you with a cup in hand and pours some of the tea that had been brewing into each of your cups before taking a seat herself. And she says, it is good that all of you have come. I'm kind of at my wit's end, and our council doesn't know what to do either. You may have noticed, and you did, that as you were walking, there was a sizable tower on a small hill, not basically just outside the town limits. He says, we've run into a problem. Well, I should probably go back a bit. Our town, we've suffered a bit recently. It's been hard as things across the border grow more unstable, and trade has basically crawled to a halt. So we had a young man come to town a few days ago. He styled himself a wizard, and he asked if there was any property that he could use for his studies. We've been out here on our own a bit. We're kind of far from the nearest city, and the idea of having a wizard seemed like a reasonable idea. So we offered him one of the vacant homesteads. Little did we know the next day where had been a house. Well, there's a tower, and it seems to be growing. And well, things have been happening. We've had livestock disappear and then reappear in somebody's house. It's all kinds of strange things going on, and well, we don't know what to do. So, I was hoping that, that you'd be able to help us with this. If there's anything I can tell you that might be helpful, I will.
Do you have any sugar? The tea. It's a little bitter.
She looks at you and she says, well, yes, I suppose I can find some sugar. Well, hold on. And she walks away. From the building seems to have 2 rooms, and you see a young girl's face peek out, and she waves at you shyly as Nadia goes and to get the sugar and from the cupboard and walks back over with it. Here, I hope this will be enough. And she puts the small cup. There is not much sugar in it, but she offers it to you anyway.
I take a few scoops.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I see you have a little one. What is that name?
Nadia looks over and realizes that Maya is waving, and she says, Come, Maya. Meet our guests. And the little girl walks up and she looks at you wide-eyed, and looks at the armor that you're wearing, the backpacks that you have with all kinds of equipment, and she says, "Are you going to help Edwin? Edwin's nice. I feel bad."
Edwin?
I look over at the lady that has given us this task.
Yes, I'm sorry. Edwin is the young wizard who asked to about the homestead, and I guess is responsible for the tower.
Oh, so we're not looking to. We're looking to help him, not kind of.
She said. She looks, and Maya is staring at you with an absolute look of horror on her face, and she goes and hides behind her mother, and she says, "Kind sir, please do not scare my child. I do not know what Edwin's role in all of this is. He seemed a quiet sort, but he seemed friendly enough, and to be honest with you, it was a bit odd. He had this book with him that he would not let go of, would not put down, and she pauses as if trying to decide whether she should say it, and says, I think at times I could swear he was talking to himself, but he would always hide it really quickly.
And Lita's eyes kind of get big, and before Godfrey can scare the kid even further, she kind of so this looks like an adventure. So it's like looking at everyone.
I have a question. Would I have heard anything about this in my studies as a wizard? Anything similar magic-wise?
In terms of what, the book,
the tower, or the tower in particular.
The tower, no. I can tell you that it is something really odd. You're aware enough that when you get to certain levels of power, really fantastic things are possible, but you have no recall of a tower just suddenly going up overnight.
All right.
Would Lita know from lore as well anything about a tower that's seemingly growing for no reason out of nowhere?
Do me a favor. Okay. What is your lore's your lore thing? Charisma. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to roll 20-sided die. I want you to add your charisma modifier and your level to it, and let me know what you get.
7, 8, 19.
So you've never heard of a tower going up like that. However, you have heard of books of power that are capable of fantastic things. The one thing that you do know, you don't know the specifics, but you do know that they tend to cause problems of various sorts. And it's quite possible that this book is causing problems all on its own.
Lita's, as she was kind of thinking and recalling all of this, she seemingly finished her tea and didn't realize how loudly she was sipping. Till it was all done, she kind of just puts it down on the table and goes, I think I've heard of these books before. They kind of cause all these problems on their own. And I don't know about the tower, but this is good.
Good?
Well, fun.
It seems every time we come upon something, you call it fun and we run into danger and things never go as we plan. I suppose, though, we're going to have to check it out.
So at that point, Maya peeks out from behind Nadia again, and so you're going to help Edwin? Yes.
Godfrey, don't say anything.
Lita kind of cocks her head, and then like her pigtails kind of flop, and she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna help." Period at the end of that, and she looks over at Godfrey, lifting his finger.
Do our best.
At that, Nadia visibly exhales. She has that kind of sense about her that there's hope for the first time in a bit. And she says, thank you. I can't thank you enough for doing this. And she help you out, to point you on your way. At which point, Maya starts tugging her, and she said, Mom, don't forget about Mr. Gummy Bear. And Nadia pauses and sighs and looks at her daughter and gives a smile. Turning to the party, she says, while you're there, I'm not holding out much hope. But if you should happen to run into a calico cat, he seems to have gone missing. And it would mean the world to Maya if you could return him home. And Maya just peeks up at all of you, and especially at Godfried, and just gives this big smile. She has a tooth or two missing, but it's just the cutest thing. So with that, you find yourself on walking. It's not all that far distance to the tower itself, at which point you find yourself at a single door that just happens to be at the end of the walkway into the tower. The door appears to be locked, though there looks to be a button in red on the left side, with some strange script that, well, it's in some language you do not believe you've seen before.
I don't think I've seen this script before.
Me neither.
Tamara! Yeah, smart. What does it say?
Kind of looks very close at it. I'm not sure.
I believe one of you might have decipher script.
As everyone looks.
Or Kristen?
Oh, yeah, I do. It's
I don't
decipher script at 10 minutes a page. So how long would it take me to... So actually, before I ask that, Lita's gonna get up really close to it after everyone's looked and kind of like 3 inches away, just squinting her eyes. Left one's twitching a little bit. Does she understand?
I think you have something in there.
So it takes a little bit, but eventually you're able to make out, press only if necessary, no solicitations.
All right, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So with the 0 level spells, these are different than cantrips that I'm used to. I can only cast these per the number of times that's on my spell list.
Yes.
Okay, good. That makes me cry on the inside. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. So then my other question is, how big around is this tower that we're standing at?
How thick?
The tower going all the way around is probably, you're figuring it's probably about 80 feet in diameter.
So if I were to walk around it, how long would it take? Roughly.
Your movement speed's what, 20?
20, yeah. I'm a shorty.
Okay. I would like to point out that I was prepared to do many things today. Geometry was not one of them.
Well, we're talking about the circumference. So.
Yeah.
So times pi,
okay.
minus the x.
Plus 2 calico cats.
Plus
like
2
while
calico
she's
cats.
deciphering for 10 minutes, you think I could get around? I mean, 80 feet doesn't feel that
80
big.
foot diameter would take you probably about
3
5
minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes.
Yeah, you can make your way around while that's
all
happening.
right, because I want to, while she's deciphering,
3 hours.
Did you decide to decipher?
Yeah.
Okay. While she's deciphering, I'm just going to kind of go around the outside, looking at it, seeing if there's anything unusual, checking out the stonework. Being a dwarf, this is important to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Since you're actively looking, what do you have on as far as a check for that? I believe there should be a.
Where do I look for that on this?
It'll say right next. Does it have anything next to stonework or no?
Stonework. I've got to find that first. Stonecraft, wisdom. Yeah. Yes, I have 10 feet plus 2 plus 4 check.
Okay. Yeah, I'm basically plus 4. So what I want you to do is I want you to roll a 20-sided die, add your wisdom modifier, a +4 and your level to it.
Okay, so that's that plus that plus that plus oh my god, so much math. Hold on. So that plus that.
While
plus
he's
that.
doing that, I'm going to take out a piece of my chalk and by the button, once she's deciphered it, write what it says.
19.
Okay. You make your way. Two things to note. One, there is no other. You don't notice any entrances or any secret doors or anything. The other thing you realize is this tower has no windows. It is. You see the one entranceway, and that is the doorway which the party is standing in front of.
So as I finish my circle and I come back, I'm gonna. So this tower is a little different than other towers I think we've come across. There doesn't there are entrances. This door is really the only way in, and it's weird. There's no windows.
Any doors?
Yeah, yes, Godfrey. The door right in front of us,
Oh, there it is.
but no windows.
What doors?
No, there's a door in front of us,
No, that's right.
but no windows.
What?
And as this is happening, Lita smacks her finger onto the line. She goes, I get it now. It says, and she kind of lines as she goes, only the chosen dwarf named Lostout may open. She pauses for a second, turns around, just kidding, says press only if necessary, no solicitation.
I was so hoping you would go with that.
Can you, Robert? Can you describe the door? Like, is it a wooden door? Does it have like steel hinges?
It's a wooden door. Yeah, it's a wooden door. Steel reinforced. It does have steel hinges, and it appears that it would open inward.
All right. So at this, I'm going to say, hold on one moment. And I hate to do this. Gosh, I hate to. I'm going to cast Detect Magic at the door.
Okay.
It's magical.
Okay.
The tower
The tower grows 200 feet.
You're focused on the door itself.
Yeah, the door, and I don't know how it works with this, but door and directly behind it. Is there a way to?
Okay, I want you to roll a 20-sided die for me and let me know what you add your Constitution bonus to it and your level.
That's,
I believe
this is not good. This is not good, Rabbit. So my Constitution bonus. Okay, so that's my modifier, right? So that would be.
You're the cleric,
and
right?
my level. So 10. I got a total of 10.
As soon as the spell goes off, not Gottfried, Lostout flying backwards 10 feet, landing on his back. Stars and birds and other pretty things start floating around your head in terms of what you can see at the moment. And you are in a utter daze, my friend.
No doubt about that.
Shoo! As he Godfrey goes up to the cow near sorry, I forgot your name.
The cow?
Yeah, he said you were in an utter daze.
Oh my god. Why do I even? Oh. Yeah, good. I hope that hurts.
To the core. Come on, people. I need those bits because we need this TPK. I got characters to kill.
So how does days work in Castles and Crusades?
It's fine. It only takes a couple of seconds for you to clear your head.
So I'm assuming I didn't detect any.
Oh, you detected magic, and then magic punched you in the face.
All right. So I think there's some magic in this.
What would have been your first hint there?
Me getting knocked back 10 feet.
And it not, creating itself.
Actually, truthfully, it's the no windows. I mean, what kind of tower has no windows?
It has a door.
It does have a door. Well, it said no solicitations. I guess we're done here.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go home.
Are we selling something? Because I do not remember selling anything.
Oh.
And it said press only if necessary. And there's no windows to climb into. It seems very necessary.
It makes a valid
Have
point.
we checked to see if the doors are locked?
And with that, Lita's eyes are gonna get really big. Can she like try to open the door now? Can she just?
You can try to open the door.
Oh yeah, she's just gonna walk up and be like, and try to
The
push
door-
it open.
Yeah, the door does not open.
She kind of pushes herself back 2 feet.
So I would say in this case it is necessary to open the door. Yes.
So you're gonna push the button?
Yes.
I'm not pushing the button.
I will push the button.
Very good.
so Tamora will reach forward and poke the button.
You press the button and you hear a ringing as if a temple bell was ringing from close by, except it's not entirely clear where the sound is coming from. And if it wasn't for the fact that you all hear it and are looking around, you would swear that it was just inside your head. At which point, shortly after, you hear a very terse female voice. Sounds like an older female voice saying, What is it? I'm busy.
I kind of push Lita forward.
We're
here on a mission.
Yes.
And we need to get in. And we need help. And she kind of looks back at the party like,
that was good, yes.
You hear at that point, you hear a young male voice. It sounds like a child, maybe a little older than Maya. It says, Mother, oh, new playmates? We have new playmates? Can I come in? Please. Demoira, just as that's happening, you could swear that you hear another voice in your head, inside your head. It sounds faint, and it's a strained male voice saying, please help the book. Much. At which point the female voice comes back and says, if you're going to interrupt us, I guess my son can use playmates. At which point the door opens inward, and you're invited into the tower. Inside the tower, you find there's the room. Seems kind of odd. Actually, Lostat, you're the first to realize it. Where, though the room is circular, it only appears to be about 50 feet in diameter. And what's interesting is there's a couple of features. One, there's immediately about 4 steps going downward, ringing the entire perimeter of the room. In the center of the room, there are several things. One, there seems to be a large clear cylinder in which a bright ball, a bright sphere of some sort, seems to be bouncing slowly up and downward. Around that, there looks to be 4 different almost inverted tables where it looks almost like, a desk where it's basically on the side, that each one of them, and one is on like almost directionally north, south, east, and west of the cylinder. And there appears to be some kind of handle jutting out from it. Almost as if this was made for people to stand at. Overhead, there are a string of lanterns that go from the walls over the spot over those 4 spots where they meet in a metal ring that goes around the top of the cylinder, and there appear to be lanterns of some sort hanging from these strings, though they give off light. It doesn't appear to be a flame inside. It's just a soft yellow glow, bathing the room in a soft light.
Well, this is a bit odd. It appears to be smaller on the inside.
Lita's gonna kind of start skipping around the perimeter and
Okay.
just trying to see if she sees anything in the walls.
Noticing or just
looking.
Okay. Yeah, do me a favor, roll me a wisdom check. No, do not add your level though. Just your straight up modifier on your roll.
That's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything. I mean, other than the fact that it's not clear what you don't get any further ideas to what the lanterns are. They just seem to be bathing soft yellow light around throughout the room.
And you said there were steps?
Yeah, they're 4. Basically, it's 4 steps going downward. So the cylinder and the little platforms for each of you that are surrounding it are on basically a lower level.
Gotcha. Okay. I see it now. And
why the steps ring the room? No idea. They just happen to go all the way around.
And the cylinder you said is clear with a bouncing ball.
Yeah, it's slowly going up and down, up and down.
Do I hear any interesting noises while it's going up and down, up and down?
Not at the moment.
All right.
Are there any other doors in this room?
There are not.
All right.
Godfrey's already proceeded to make his way towards one of the little standing pads.
Godfrey, do you think that's the right choice?
He looks around.
I don't see anywhere else. It's good to stand.
You always come up with good points. And Low Stout's going to make his way to a platform as well.
Good show. You want a butterscotch?
No, I don't want a butterscotch. I could use an ale right now, but
I don't have an ale. Sorry.
Don't worry. We'll get one after we're done.
Oh.
Lita's gonna skip towards Demoira and kind of like plop standing next to her, and hands behind her back start swaying. She looks over at the 2 boys and goes, "Should we be doing what they're doing?"
It would be worth trying to see perhaps if this does anything. I'm always up for a little testing of ideas. So, and Demoira will actually start walking towards one of the other spots.
Okay. And Lita does the same?
Yep.
Godfrey is also going to pull his blade and his shield just at the ready.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick question? Before we walked in, what was the color of the tower?
It was dark gray of stone.
Okay. All right. Just double checking some things.
That is how I built this character, Fraley.
Okay. So as soon as the 4 of you each stand in what appear to be chosen places, the door to the outside shuts and promptly disappears.
There's no doors or windows.
as you stand there, you realize that the handle that was jutting out from each of the little table like things appears to be some kind of lever.
Lita puts her hand on one and looks at Loust out, goes, "Are you ready for adventure?"
You can hear Lostat just sigh because he's heard these questions before, and he knows every time it ends terribly. All right, let's do this.
Lita slowly starts pulling it.
Godfrey? Demora?
The levers.
Oh, sorry.
What was the lever?
What was a lever, Godfrey?
Oh, the lever! Oh, wrong lever!
As you all pull the levers, the sphere inside starts moving up and down faster.
Oh.
You start to hear a sound as if someone was, basically Godfried's snoring. The lantern type things overhead start lighting brighter and brighter in a pattern, going forward and then backward and forward and backward.
Oh.
The
Most
edges,
action I've seen in years.
the walls of the tower seem to compress and then compress and expand further and further out. And suddenly you find yourself in on a path. There's no tower. There's just what appears to be some kind of either wheat field or cornfield to the right. On the left is a thick load of brush, and there is the path ahead. Behind you, peeking behind you, you realize that there is nothingness. The path ends at almost what appears to be a void, in front of which is a sign saying, "No entry."
Apparently.
Looks to actually be bigger on the inside after all, your stout.
Damn it, you got to do it before me. Indeed. This is unusual.
So
the sign, it's just like a wooden sign, like right before the nothingness. How close is Godfrey to that sign? We've had a request, so I'm just checking.
Just a light push.
What's this? A weird looking sign as I lean down to look at the sign.
We just need
and then I'm going to run over. I'm going to yell Sparta and kick.
Go for it. Hey, listen, I am not going to stop you.
Robert's mantra today is, you won't. You won't.
You won't do it, no balls. As he turns around. What? Oh!
But more seriously, on this, this nothingness, is it just?
Aren't you gonna do it?
No. Is it just? Is it just like blackness? Is it?
It is the absence of everything. It's as if the universe just suddenly stopped.
So my deep vision ain't gonna work on it.
No.
Okay. All right.
This makes my brain wrinkle.
Of course, there is the path going in the other direction. Just to be clear about that.
Look, there's a path. No door.
No door.
No door.
No windows either.
Oh,
Huh.
oh gosh.
And it's bigger on the inside, so this
Oh.
is a strange tower.
By the way, for purposes that might come up later, can you give me a 2x2 marching order, or any marching order that you would, if assuming that two people could be side by side? You don't have to be 2x2 though.
Lita's
To
probably
be the
skipping
front or
ahead.
the back. I want to be as in between anybody with armor as I can be, please.
Lita's not going to be much help there, but she'll probably be running forward.
Who's got the most health? Is it the old guy?
Yes.
It's fine. I'll go towards the back.
No.
No.
Fine. I'll go in front. I'll protect you.
I'll grab Godfrey's arm and kind of help him to the front. All right, Godfrey, it's me and you up front.
All right.
I feel like I need to get those butterscotch candies and just like be walking ahead and just put them down one by one.
A butterscotch.
like breadcrumbs.
Like,
oh, another butterscotch.
Get a fishing line and put it in front of him.
Oh,
Wait a minute. I think I have rope. Hold on.
a box of
I have
prunes.
fishing gear. I do have fishing gear.
Come here.
Put a butterscotch at the end.
All right, so I got Gottfried in front.
Yeah.
With I'll be next to him. Low Stout's next to him.
Okay.
We'll
right.
be as close behind him as she can be.
Yeah.
Lita, you standing next to her or behind her?
I'll just be skipping in circles, but at the end.
Okay. So you start down the path? I mean, you are perfectly okay. I'm okay with you throwing somebody over the edge.
I'm sorry, you have to understand, we're so used to John that we're very cautious in how we do things.
Weirdly enough, Godfrey has a pretty good gait. He's one of those like longer-legged grandpas that like really goes out to get his walks and steps in. So he's plowing ahead.
And,
okay.
All right, we're on the move. Let's go.
Okay. As you head down the path, the view doesn't seem to change much for the first 5-10 minutes of walking or so. But you suddenly come across a really, really strange sight. The largest toad on the left side, in front of some of the brush, just off the road, is the largest toadstool you have ever seen in your life. What's even weirder is the cap of the toadstool is a bright red with what appear to be white hearts on it, as if somebody had taken the time to paint the thing. Stranger than that, lying on top of it appears to be the largest calico cat you have ever seen in your lives. This cat must be at least 5, if not 6 feet, 6 feet long, as it is curled in a ball and snoring rather loudly.
Do you think that's gummy bear? The cat?
Oh, that's right. The cat.
As Godfrey's preparing for battle.
So Low Stout's gonna yell, "Is that you, Gummy Bear?"
What? Why are you waking? Oh. And the cat.
Did that cat just talk?
That cat just talked.
It talked.
The cat ignores you for a moment, while it decides to clean its paws, and you notice its paws actually end in what appear to be fingers of sorts. And it slowly sits up, and you realize that you're looking at what appears to be a humanoid cat. And he looks at you tiredly and says, Did you say Gummy Bear? How do you know that name?
Well, I'll be honest. Before I tell you, I'm a little confused how you're talking to us. I mean, magic's a thing, but I've not spoken with many animals. We were sent to find a cat named Calico.
No, named Gummy Bear.
Or Gummy Bear. A calico cat named Gummy Bear. So, Well, since you can talk, are you Gummy Bear?
He just shakes his head and says, that is not my, it's not my, yes, I'm Gummy Bear. You've been talking to Maya, haven't you?
Yes, this little girl was very concerned about you.
She's a sweet child for sure. Gives me lots of treats. I'm very appreciative. She has horrible taste in names. I feel my ancestors would just scream in horror if they known had what befallen me. So I suppose you're here about Edwin and well, her.
We have heard the name Edwin, but who is her? Please.
Oh, she's bad news. That one. She's. I fear poor Edwin has taken on more than anyone should, and he seemed a nice sort. He used to sneak me bits of fish when he would come over for dinner, but still he got in. Well, no, saying it bad is the wrong sort. He's in trouble. I think she has taken him over. She and that spawn of hers.
Does she have a name?
I just keep hearing the child call her mother, and it just my fur stands on end, you know?
I do not know anything about fur standing on end, but I can see how that might make you weary, perhaps?
Yes, wary. Yes, very much so, thank you. He says, so, how did you get here? And he looks down at the road, and it seems to be very confused as to where you came from.
There was a door in a tower, and then there was a room with a cylinder and a ball in the middle, and we pulled some levers, and it brought us here.
Oh. Ooh.
Although, truth be told, it could just be the tea.
It could be.
Well, you're in a pickle, and I don't like pickles. Yes, it's you've used the traveling devices, which is good. That is how you eventually find her, but let's just say there is no direct route there. It is probably imperative that you find the next of devices and keep using them until you're able to reach them. And well, then I fear what will happen to you, because what happens to you will probably happen for me for telling you all this. I fear you have a choice. You can either continue down this path, and I know where it leads, and let's just say it is not nice. I do perhaps have a bit of a shortcut that may get you to where you want to be next. Though there is a little bit of danger. Let's just say it is a dinner party, and the guests have been scared off, and well, I offered my services, but apparently they think I'm just another pest. Perhaps you can be of help?
Perhaps.
Well, we're already helping a couple people. Why not help more?
The danger has never caused us.
Wonderful.
Hey, Lita, a chance for a party.
He did say dinner party. Do they have snacks?
Do they have sugar?
Ooh, snacks. Yes. Now I remember. One moment. And he bends over and twists in ways that probably would not be possible if he wasn't part cat or mostly cat, and comes up with a plate from where you're not entirely certain. On a plate are a bunch of what appear pink frosted cookies. Here, take one each. Here, please. Trust me, they're very good. I would not harm you. It is the quickest way to get to where you want to go.
Vita's gonna grab one and then swiftly turn around and look at Low Stout and hold it up. Cheers!
Wait. Keep holding it there. And I'm going to cast Detect Poison on it.
Wait, is Godfrey eating it already?
Godfrey grabs, oh, thank you. No. As he put a little shortbread cookie on the plate.
For the record, the cookie tastes delicious, Gottfried.
Oh, this is very good.
Yeah, you do not detect any poison on the
okay, good.
The cookies. Yes.
All right, you can eat it.
She's gonna start licking it.
No.
Gosh, keep that in your mouth.
Low Stout's gonna take a cookie. He's gonna look at it, even though he knows it's not poisonous. Now he's gonna study it. Here goes nothing.
These are different types of cookies.
Lita's gonna eat half of it and put the other half in her bag for later.
Where she is.
So has everyone eaten the cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half a cookie.
I feel great.
So, you realize that the cat seems to be getting larger. Then you realize the toadstool's getting larger. Then it occurs to you that you're getting smaller. Smaller. Until you are staring at the root of the toadstool, where, for some reason, there is a door into the toadstool.
Lita's gonna turn around. I told you guys it was good to be short.
Are there any windows?
No. So, at which point, Gummy Bear looks over and is suddenly looking down at you and says, "That door will take you where you need to go. And good luck. When it is almost time, I will find you and render assistance as I can."
You know, you could have told us about the cookies before we ate them.
Would you have eaten the cookies?
Yes, I totally would have eaten the cookies.
Lita would have eaten it, Godfrey would have eaten it, and I would have waited to see what happened.
I have a question. The cookie that I saved half for later, did it grow out of my backpack or did it get smaller with me?
It got smaller with you.
Okay.
We're all standing there naked because all of our clothes stayed normal size.
Lita, do not eat the rest of the cookie now, though, because we will not be able to find you.
Oh my gosh. Let's make a new campaign. We're going to micro.
Honey, Robert shrunk the kids.
Okay. Godfrey will take the lead again and then head towards the door.
Okay. This door is actually unlocked and opens for you.
Can we be careful, Godfrey?
I knock first.
We don't have much room for caution.
Let's see. But I will look inside. I'll knock first and then kind of wait to see if anyone comes to the door because I'm not going to break and enter.
Nothing. No one answers.
Wonderful. Now I'll break and enter.
I'm going to stick behind Godfrey.
Okay. And as you open the door, it looks to be a corridor, just walking straight ahead. It is a bit dark. There seems to be a light source coming from somewhere, though it's not really clear. It's just enough to let you see the path ahead for then maybe the next 10 it's kind of odd.
My dusk vision doesn't do anything here, does it?
Your
And
dusk vision?
I have deep vision.
Yeah, your deep vision actually shows that the path keeps going for quite a while.
Well, even in the darkness, it looks like this path goes on for quite a while.
Godfrey will take out one of his torches and put it between his knobby knees and start to try and light it.
Okay.
So he has another light source just in case.
As you're doing that, as you're trying to light the torch, the door behind you closes. The light source goes out. You're completely in the dark, and you suddenly realize that you are falling. It's a very unsettling feeling because it doesn't fall, but you have the general sense that you are going down at a reasonably quick rate. After about 2 minutes of this, starting with Godfrey, you feel that almost feels like you're sliding on your back. And then it happens to each of you in turn, Lostout and then Demora, then Lita. And yeah, you can feel it's not heavy friction, but you are definitely sliding. You can't see a thing. And then Godfrey, you realize that there is a light at the end of this tunnel.
Oh no!
And you find yourself flying out of what appears to be, well, it doesn't make much sense to you. There is a table. The table looks to be set for a large meal. There are plates at the end of it. There is food all about. There do not appear to be any guests. And I want each of you to roll a dexterity check for me. And if it's your prime, let me know. Add your modifier and do it.
Do I add? I don't add my level, just the mod.
You know something? No adding the level to this one.
Okay.
That's
So-
a 7.
Lostout rolled a 10.
Demora had a 7.
Yep.
Godfrey,
13.
Lita,
14. TPK.
He like lands with his hands.
And that's
Lita.
the show for tonight,
I'm
folks.
just imagining Lita's like hair going through the air.
So Godfrey and Lita, the two of you land not quite side by side, but one after another on what appear to be possibly sides of beef or cooked beef, maybe a steak or of some sort.
Ooh.
And well, it's kind of jarring. It is not a horrible way to land. Demora and Lostout, the two of you land in a bowl.
no.
And in the bowl, there appears to be this thick white substance that is kind of soft and Demora, you seem to be okay. Lostout, you seem to be sinking into the white thick substance.
I need some help over here.
By the way, do me a favor and roll a wisdom check for me.
Oh, finally. Do you add anything or wisdom,
You can add if
18.
18.
Yep.
Yeah, you could swear you smell butter.
Oh no.
I think I'm in butter.
Lita's gonna kind of like shake her head all crazy, like she's got crazy eyes going. She goes, I think we're the dinner.
I'm the dessert.
Why are you happy about this?
Excited, not happy. Now, can I see him from here?
You can see the bowl.
Like
the bowl.
Subs.
Yeah, the bowl is not. It's not a deep bowl. So yeah, you can. Well, you can see. Pardon me. You can see Demora better than you can see Low Stout. Demora, this substance you're in, it almost looks like snow, but it's more of the consistency of mud or mud paste, maybe a thick mud paste.
I'm assuming my chainmail is pulling me down.
Oh no.
Yes, your weight
Yeah.
is
Who's getting pulled down? Is it just Low Stout?
Just Low Stout.
Just Low Stout.
How far away is he from me?
20 feet.
Do
20
you have
feet?
any rope?
Oh, you already have yours out.
Yeah, I was reaching into my bag, throwing it out, because I also am going to assume I have a better strength.
That's fair.
To be able to try and
That's fair.
get it there.
Grab hold.
And so Low Stout's going to actually, before I hear where the rope lands, he's going to take his finger. He's going to taste it. What's it taste like, Robert? Like what type of butter is it?
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, it's mashed
Good.
potato. What type of?
Oh,
I'm so hungry.
you're killing me.
Yes, D&D players, you called it. Nice.
Okay. So how close is the rope? Does it land near me?
Actually, yeah. Godfrey, give me a strength check.
Yeah.
He's strong, Godfrey.
I
Please.
can't say too much. It is my proficient thing.
All right.
Okay,
So-
dope. I have a 17 in strength, and that's a 16 on the die.
Yeah, you get the rope to him easily. Actually, you throw it long enough so that both Demoira and Low Stout are able to grab hold of it.
He will wrap it around his arm and kind of dig in that heel.
Come on.
All right. So would I be able to? So I've got my arm on the rope. Would it be possible for me to grab one of my small sacks that are empty from my pack? Is that doable? Actually, yeah.
I think it might be rolled into the. It depends on
Oh,
where
it
it
is.
is. in the pack.
That is okay. But my small shovel's not right.
No, the small shovel you can get to.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab my shovel, right, and I'm gonna grab some of the potatoes and balance out while holding the rope. All right, Godfrey, I'm ready. Because I want to share the potatoes with everybody.
Yeah. He's kind of holding it to have you guys be able to pull along, but if he sees that you're just waiting, he's like, all right. And he's going to put it over his shoulder, still having it wrapped around his arm. He's going to hold it with his other hand and just start like walking away, trying to pull them from the mashed potatoes.
Okay. Do me a favor, give me another strength check.
I don't want to. Okay. Yep, that was going to happen at some time. That is an 8 on the die.
All right. Yeah, he Gottfried is going to need some help. He's having a hard time getting the kind of leverage needed to pull you out of the bowl.
The potatoes too heavy?
Oh no, fine. Lena, just if you could give me a little bit of
Lita shakes her head. She like hops over, and I'm gonna try to help Godfrey out with that.
Okay.
Am I also rolling strength?
Yeah, go ahead.
17. With a strength of 9.
Suddenly, inspired bard.
It's all in the pigtails.
This is where she keeps all the power.
The secrets.
He like holds onto the pigtails. Pull, pull. Whoosh, whoosh.
Demora ends up going, basically getting yanked over the lip of the bowl. Low Stout hits the lip of the bowl and has potatoes slide out with him, going forward until it basically ends at Lita's feet. And yes, you're a potato covered mess.
Was I able to balance the potatoes on the shovel?
the potatoes are all about you. You don't have to worry about.
Okay.
Also, in this time, I'd like to get a view of what the rest of the room looks like.
That's why he rolled so low on strength and he needed Lita's help.
Well, the rest of the room looks to be set up for a party, which given the size of the chairs and the table and all told, they must be giants of some sort. Either that or you're still relatively shrunk. However, one thing that you do see is the centerpiece of the table is a cylindrical tube with a glowing ball and 4 platforms around it. One slight problem, you are not alone on this table. The pests that Gummy Bear had spoken of make their presence known in the form of 3 oversized, when I say oversized, huge rats that are going to make their way towards you. And with that, we are going to have our first combat.
Okay, one thing that Tamara would have done as soon as she landed outside of the bowl.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't like to be dirty, so she would have cast prestidigitation to clean off all the potatoes from her robes and things, and her hair.
Nice. Okay.
And then when Lostat saw that, he'd look at her and go,
I only have the ability to cast that once.
It's fine. It's fine.
Nice.
Back in my day, we cleaned ourselves.
I did clean myself.
So,
okay, initiative time.
Yes, initiative.
So sorry, Robert.
What? You apologizing for? So here's what we're gonna do. Somebody is going to be the lucky recipient of a die roll and for initiative, and I am going to roll 4-sided die. Figure out which of you is going to start. Terry, I need you to roll a 10-sided die.
10-sided.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Apparently, we were doing the nose thing. So, Evelyn, you're going to roll 10-sided die.
Yes. Although I'll be honest,
we need Evelyn.
Her rolls outside of John have been terrible.
What?
So,
well, it's because I don't have as much advantage right now.
We're not adding anything to these. It's just straight up 10-sided die.
It's a 4.
Oh no!
Castle Keeper's got a 1.
Oh.
See, I won anyway.
Gosh.
All right.
You won anyway.
Gosh, I hate puns.
So
you hate puns.
Gottfried, why don't you start us off?
He's actually no, he has the rope around his arm, so he's gonna start moving that direction and feel the tug back. He pulls the rope free and gonna hopefully try and whip one of the rats with the rope that he has while pulling his shield. That's a lot of different things if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah. So here's something that a paladin probably should never be doing. I need you to make a dex check for me.
Hey! Am I allowed to use our just because we didn't talk about this, the advantages that we've gotten from chat? Are we allowed to use that in game, or
yes,
are we leaving that? Okay.
I'm watching chat a bit, but I'm not keeping track of that. So
You've gotten 112 advantages.
I know that everyone has at least one.
Yeah,
I have one, so I'm going to use that.
And DM has one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why would you do that, Kristen? Why would you say that?
15 and a 17 on the die.
Nice sometimes it's an adventure.
Okay, that is surprisingly good. Gottfried, with skill that you never realized that he had, takes a rope and manages to whip one of the rats across the face. Do me a favor, roll a 4-sided die, and you can add your strength modifier to it.
When we were falling, Gottfried and Lita must have switched classes.
Yes. That is a 4 on the die, so 7.
All right.
And I'm gonna be trying to make myself bigger. Oh, back!
All right. Next up, actually, would probably be Lita, because you're faster than Low Stout is.
Oh. Okay, so what I would like to do is use I'm guessing move silently just counts as my motion. I just have to make a dex check for it.
What do you want to do? Move silent?
So I basically want her to like sneak out of the area she's in to kind of like go into a place where she has a little bit more cover and she's not like directly in the side of the rats. And as she's moving, pull out her short bow. And as she stops and like after she found a place.
Well, actually, the bowl, the overturned bowl is in a good spot for you to get behind. If you want to take a shot from there, you can.
I would like to do that.
Go for it.
1d6. Sorry, I'm just trying to like read am I just rolling?
So at the end of short bow, there should be a bunch of modifiers, and then it should have a number at the end, like the final number.
Yeah, the total.
Okay, that's your total bonus to hit.
Okay, cool. So then that hits 24.
Yeah. Okay. Are you shooting a different rat? Same rat? What are you doing?
Same rat. Take him down.
All right. And that hits. Roll for damage.
Aiming for that left eyeball with a 4.
All right. That rat is definitely not happy as takes an arrow to the haunch and.
Oh, what?
Arrow.
Yes. Gamora, you're well, you have the choice of doing something at range if you wish.
Yes, I am going to definitely do something at range. Let me see. Okay, that's what I want to do. All right, so okay. At one of the unharmed rats, I am going to fire an acid arrow. I'm going to take a little bit of acid, a drop of acid, and prepare to cast acid.
Seems fitting.
And fire it that way. And let's see. 2d4 points of damage if it hits. So I'm guessing I need to make a attack roll. Ranged attack roll. So what do I add to my attack when I cast the spell?
Hold on a second. Did it say whether there was a stat associated with it?
Let me see. Let me pull the handbook back up. I have it here. Let's see. What would be? Let's see. Magical arrow of acid springs from the caster's hands towards a single target. Must succeed with a ranged touch attack to hit the target. But I don't see what that associated.
So a ranged touch attack wouldn't that just be whatever your ranged attack is?
Okay.
That's interesting. Very, very, very awkward. Hold on.
Are you talking about me? Thank you.
Yes, we are actually, but I didn't want to go too deep into it.
It's fine. Ah, that's not. No, never mind.
So I'm guessing it's my dex modifier because that's what my darts.
Yeah,
use.
that seems to be it. Strangely, range touch only comes up another time, and it doesn't really describe what it uses.
All right, so I will use dex since my darts use dex, and I figured they're also a ranged thing. That's a 13.
AC 13 is gonna hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good news.
Good news, everyone.
Good news.
So then that's 2d4 points of acid damage, and then it'll last for every 2 caster levels. The acid, unless somehow neutralized, lasts an additional round and deals another 2d4 points each round.
Dang.
Okay,
like
which one did you throw this at?
One of the undamaged ones.
Okay.
Damage in her own
So
right.
roll for damage.
All right, 2d4 acid damage, and then I'm what would be my caster level? Is it
Your 6th level. You're a mage.
okay? So then it would last 3 rounds.
All right.
And it'll deal 2d4 points each round.
Okay.
That's 5 points of acid damage.
Oh,
right.
sick burn.
Burn.
All right. And brings us to Low Stout.
Can I get near any of the rats?
Yeah, you it's not that far. You can.
I would like to get to one of the rats. Godfrey's near one of the rats, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I'm running over, I'm coming, Godfrey. And I'm going to attack with my light flail.
Go for it.
Ooh.
All right.
I have a light flail.
And I'm going to fail with my light flail.
Oh no.
I
So you're
rolled a
flailing
3.
about, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say, would you say it's a light fail?
Yeah, I rolled a 3. My modifier's 4, so that's a 7. I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit.
No, 7 does not hit. One might say you're flailing and failing.
Oh,
Wow, y'all are on a roll.
Nice.
love it. Ten is used for all defenders, adjusted only by dexterity.
Okay,
Oh, man.
cool. Thank you, Steve. All right, and with that, the rats get their turn.
Oh no.
Oh,
So
They're not all dead? Oh.
no.
I
they're not.
think they're giving up. They want to become office workers.
The first one, the one that is taking something of a beating, attacks an AC 16.
For
Godfrey?
me?
Yeah.
No, it does not hit.
All right. Well, rat number 2 is also
Well
going to
done,
attack you.
Godfrey.
And that one definitely hits because unless you have AC, much better armor than I know I gave you. 18 on the die.
I actually upgraded it before we got into session. Went to the dwarves, got adamantine. Adamantine. Dang it.
4 points of damage.
Gosh, I'm hurting.
And the third one decides to attack Low Stout
Yes.
because apparently mashed potatoes.
Oh, that actually would be really good.
But fails miserably as only goes at AC 10. All right. So, Evelyn, we are back in initiative.
All right.
Rats foiled again.
Huh.
Hmm?
Five.
Rolled a
Five.
5.
5. All right. Well, you've got it because Cast Keeper rolled a 4.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Gottfried.
As he's gonna try like shake the robe off of his arm and pull his sword. As he's gonna come up. Actually, he doesn't do that. He pulls the sword and goes in tactfully to go on the one that he whipped in the face.
Okay, go for it.
All right. That is going to be. Oh, also question. In strength,
Yes,
is a 17 a +2 or +3?
+2.
Okay, then last time, sorry, that damage that I gave you is wrong. It's not. I gave you 7 damage on that one rat. It should have been 6. Sorry about that.
No problem.
But this time, that to hit is a 22.
That hits.
All right, and that is 2d4 +2. So that, oh boy, that is 8 damage to that poor boy.
All right. Oh, the rat is bleeding profusely.
Dang it.
St. Cuthbert would be proud.
Hello, witness me.
As your broadsword strikes deep. Since you're standing right there, Lostat, you get to go next.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one that's bleeding profusely then.
All right.
And I'm going to do it with advantage this time.
Yes.
Oh, that was significantly better. That's going to be a 16.
That hits.
And that's 1d8 plus 1. So we'll roll this one. It's 9 points of damage.
Oh.
Describe it.
No.
Seeing that Gottfried has done such a phenomenal job slashing away and not wanting this rat to do any more damage to Gottfried.
Yeah.
Lowstout takes his flail, whips it around his head, and slams it against the skull. And you just see the skull cave in with brain pieces kind of leaking out, blood dripping down his mouth. And Lowstout yells, "For St. Cuthbert!"
Oh my.
And the rat collapses to the table with a thump. Dead. All right. Lita.
How far away from here are the other two?
The other two rats?
Yeah.
They are probably about 10, well, from where you are, probably about 15 feet away.
Are they close to each other, or are they like a little bit separated?
Yeah, they're close to each other because Gottfried and Lowstat are fighting side by side, and the two rats are right on top of them.
Sweet. Then she's gonna grab her scimitar, one of them, and she's gonna like literally just bolt towards one of them and kind of almost skipping like she does and do a big jump at her skip and try to slice one of their necks from the below.
Which one do you want to attack? The one that has acid damage or the one that is fully healthy?
The one that's fully healthy.
Go for it.
18.
That hits.
And 5.
All right. In that case, we've got Lita.
Do I have any more movement after that, or did I?
Nope. You basically used up all your movement there.
Okay, that's fine.
Right,
I landed on his foot.
I am. I will be first rolling my acid damage for this round.
Yes.
Go for it.
Another 5 points of acid damage.
All right.
Wreck him.
And she's going to throw one of her darts at that same rat that she has inflicted with acid damage. So here goes the dart. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So it's 1d3. So that's 2 points of damage from the dart.
All right. Rat squeals as one feels the pain of the acid sting, and then, to add insult to injury, or injury to insult, we're not quite sure, a dart impales itself in its side. With that, the first rat goes to attack Gottfried again.
No, stop! Check that one. He's meteor.
Well, apparently he agrees with you because the rat in a moment indecision pleases your hinder parts. The other one attacks Lowstout. Yeah, I need better dice.
Weakling rats, always coming at us.
Sending those to Dice Prison. All right. Evelyn, keep going.
All right.
You're on the roll.
Come on. High
I'm on
rolls.
the
High
roll.
rolls. Nat
I'm on the
20.
With a d10? That would be
Yes.
impressive. That's a 7.
Castle Keeper's got a 2.
Oh.
I'm calling a substitution in. These dice are being sent to jail.
These dice are being traded.
Right to jail.
Bloody dice. Or not bloody,
Roll
no.
under 5, right to jail.
All right, in that case, Gottfried.
Gottfried is going to kind of do a sidestep and swirl around to the one that Lita is closest to and try and strike that one.
Okay.
That one was hers.
Oof. 14 to hit.
AC 14 hits.
Yeah,
Nice.
sorry. It was actually higher than that, but yes, awesome, cool, good, nice, dope. Okay, 24. I know math. Not great math. That is 6 damage. Yes.
All right. Lita, since I'm pretty sure that you have better dexterity than the dwarf, you get to attack next.
Sweet. Okay, she's taking that same scimitar, dude. She's trying to gut him from the end of the chin out. So she's gonna aim for there, right where I am.
Ruthless.
Dude,
whatever I can.
That was also a 14.
That's good enough.
Okay. Sweet. That's 7 damage.
The rat is bleeding profusely.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Looks like it's in very bad shape.
Dang
so close. So close. Low stout.
I'd like to attack
Don't
the
you
rat.
do it.
No!
I hope you miss. I hope you miss. I hope you roll a nat one.
Low
I'm
hanging
doing this for all the times Brim took a kill from me.
Wait, what? No, Brim always gets the kills taken from him.
Okay, yes. Okay, so I can't. Evelyn's not really in the same. Okay, so that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh.
That hits.
My damage could be low, though.
I'm just gonna say I'm pretty sure your strength modifier alone is going to
6 points of damage.
Yeah, go ahead and describe it again.
After finishing the first rat
Burley said the cleanup
and yelling for St. Cuthbert's strength, Lostat takes his flail and this time swinging it from the side, swings under the jaw of the rat, and you just see the rat's mouth clamp shut and teeth flying all over the place as his lower jaw enters his upper jaw and blood profusely dribbles down.
Mom, I want to go home.
And Demora.
Well, since I have this acid coat to the rat, he's going to have to take another round of acid damage first.
Okay.
That's 3 points of acid damage. And then I'm going to throw another dart. That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that's another D3 damage.
I hate you.
Insult to injury.
That's 2 points of damage.
And go ahead and describe it.
Yay!
Yes!
So as this rat has now been coated in lots of acid, his flesh is slowly kind of sizzling as he melts away from the power of the acid arrow. And another as her second dart flies, it actually sinks right into his right eye, deep in, and just punctures his brain, and he falls dead, just sizzling.
Nice. All right, so three dead rats and the device in the centerpiece as the centerpiece of the room.
I would like to try to retrieve my darts if that is at all possible.
Yes, the darts you're able to retrieve.
Awesome. So I'll take both of them back.
I think we should head towards the platforms. The cat, he said something about going and finding the platforms and going deeper or up, or that cat said a lot of things. I was a little confused. It's a talking cat.
Get good cookies.
Lita is gonna also take out her zither and start like skipping around the rat that Laustat just killed. And she's gonna start playing it really loudly and just kind of glaring at him, but also smiling at Laustat. She's gonna go, whispers under his breath the words we need to knock them out when we're out of luck. He comes in clutch without a shout, a man of this world, but quite devout. Listen quietly, you may hear our friend "Sir, last out," as she looks down to the rat and like boops him on the nose with her foot and then puts the zither away. And she's like, "Onward."
Impressive.
It
But
always
yes,
is.
onward.
So, yep. Don't worry
So
about it.
I'm gonna sidle up next to Gottfried, kind of take his arm, start walking with him. Mighty fine work there, Gottfried.
Pain be with you.
Your blade continues to be strong even after all these years.
No, I'm a bigger man than this.
Thank you. Paylor guides it with every sun ray that he blesses him.
As he,
I saw you took a little damage, or
Can I?
okay?
as he looks around.
Hey, I'm fine. Barely a flesh wound.
All right, to the platforms.
All right, so everybody does the thing again.
We do the thing.
Yeah.
So actually, cool. At this time, there are no lanterns overhead, but the ball does start moving faster and faster, and you just hear womp, 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 and the room fades away, and you find yourself on a forest path, walking along. There are birds chirping. There is the sound of what sounds to be rushing water somewhere up ahead. It sounds like some kind of stream or maybe even a small river. And this is where we're going to take our break.
No. Lita was going in the back to grab her tankard.
And then she's gonna take a break.
Figure we will be back in 5.
Cool.
Mike should be live for the the break. So if you want to keep talking, go right ahead.
I will be right back.
Be right back.
I'm gonna say, Josh, your blade is phenomenal.
Thank you. It was forged by the temple goers and well used by them as well.
So I love the fact that you're Paylor follower, because every time you say that, I'm like, oh, Paylor, I miss you.
Oh my gosh, I miss Greyhawk Awakening so much. I miss it. So, like, I was serious. For those listening, I sent a text to our personal group chat for the party and just let them know how much I miss our Greyhawk Awakening show, because it really is. It's like therapy for me every week. Just being able to spend time with the viewers, the mad chatters, the beautiful and glorious Phantom, and then just being able to hang out. And then also there's John, but I mean, yeah, whatever.
So I will say it's been kind of fun. It's been fun doing these one shots and watching the one shots too. So this has been kind of cool. Especially seeing things like Castle and Crusades, which obviously I've not done before. A little bit of 5e, which I haven't done in a while. This has just been kind of cool seeing everything else going on.
Gosh, you're just so cool. You know, we haven't played since before the convention.
It was the Tuesday before the convention.
That's insane.
The convention happened, and then Rory wasn't able to make it that Tuesday, so we just did the thing back, the talk back, and then he's been on vacation. I mean, who goes on vacation?
Yeah, what a jerk.
What a jerk.
It's like we haven't played before then, and then this Tuesday will be the first Tuesday we'll be able to play again, and then after that I've got to take another week, possibly 2 weeks off from Greyhawk because I'm moving across the country. Which actually, one of the things I want to do on break is look where I can get a U-Haul van.
Did you load up on your snacks for the trip?
Not yet. I'm saving that. I'm going to try and use that full amount, just all of it. I'm going to get so much trail mix, beef jerky, mango slices, probably no gummy bears because I've really been overdoing it with the gummy bears.
And I'm back.
I missed you. I actually should
Good.
probably go to the bathroom. Be right back.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to do that. You forget things sometimes.
Stuff in my face with bits while I can.
Alex is up in the shower.
So while we are on break and waiting for everyone to come back, I want to thank all the Mad Chatters. As always, you are my people, and it is amazing to see you all here and watching, and I hope you are enjoying the show.
And I'm back, Miss America, or something. I don't know how that goes. All right.
One song down.
Did you pre-write these?
What?
I pre-wrote everything about 10 minutes before I jumped on Zoom.
I loved it. I do that when I play a bard too. Like I'll write some things just to kind of prepare, just because it's fun.
And I had your last name in there, so I was like, oh shoot, like I did Demoira's first name, I should do Loustout. So Loustout, and I had to like rewrite the whole thing right before we started streaming. I was like, what rhymes with this? I would love to hear one of your songs. Harry is a bard? Yes. Sign me up. Let's go.
I played a Tabaxi bard for a while. So much fun.
Tabaxis are the worst.
Wow.
All right.
Like singing, you don't like singing and dancing cats?
What a negative Nancy. I'm just going to call you Nancy Gottfried.
Oh my gosh, I should change his song.
We're going to go back to live.
Thank you.
Wait, 3 more Ritz crackers. Go.
No, don't do it.
So before we go any further, I want to make sure that we do mention that while John is away, then the mice will play shenanigans continue tomorrow, where Danny, the honeybee crafter, our kick-ass Disney princess, will be running her own one-shot that is going to have a very interesting theme. As the 4 players, I get to be one of them. I'm so excited. Are going to be clue characters. So yes,
the one shot is called Nostalgia Mansion.
So Nostalgia Mansion. What time are we getting started tomorrow? I wasn't.
So it's 5:30 Central is when the stream will go live tomorrow.
And it's a 6-hour stream. So
5:30 Central, so 6:30 Eastern.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Goes till midnight.
I went till 2.
2.
I would be perfectly okay with this.
Right. See, I'm with you, Robert. I am.
Everyone's with Robert.
So, when we last left our intrepid adventurers in the trippy, twisted tower, you were walking down a forest path. There were birds singing. The air had a nice breeze to it. There was the sound of water somewhere, a stream or a river or some such in the distance. And sure enough, the forest path opens, and you can see ahead the aforementioned stream. It's a rather sizable stream. And there is a stone bridge that is crossing it. However, there are 3 figures standing in front of the stone bridge, each larger than the other. There is one who's standing. He may be standing about 5, maybe 5 feet tall, maybe a little taller than that. Unfortunately, he appears to have 2 teeth that look almost more like fangs coming from, out protruding from his lower lip. The second, he's maybe just shy of 6 feet tall. Slender looking. Looks like he could possibly stand to eat a bit more. And then a large giant of man, both in height and girth, standing a good 6.5 feet tall if he was a foot. For some strange reason, the three of them are all wearing completely green garb, including pointed green hats. And they appear to be blocking the entrance to the bridge. Beyond that, on the far side of the bridge, on a slight rise just beyond, you can see another one of the transportation devices.
Well, I think we're meant to go this way.
Lita kind of just looks at her tankard and looks back up, puts it back in her bag.
So Lostout's just gonna start walking to the three guys in green pointy hats, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Not sure what Gottfried is doing at the moment.
Gottfried, come with me. Come with me. This way.
I miss my daughter.
As he is going to continue moving forward.
As we get closer. Excuse me.
Yes?
Not you, Gottfried.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me, gentlemen.
The short one with the unfortunate teeth looks at the four and he grunts at you. What do you want? I suppose you want to cross our bridge, huh? And he snorts a bit.
You have foresight. Nice.
Well, you got gold on you? Because this bridge ain't free, and you're gonna have to pay our toll.
How much gold is it to cross?
How much you got? And he laughs and elbows the slightly taller one in the ribs, who winces a bit and then starts laughing. And the big one gives a low rumble before a rather scary laugh goes forth, and seems suddenly the birds go quiet. Actually, everything goes quiet. He seems to have scared the local wildlife off.
I have like 15 gold.
What about you two? I'm all about taking from the rich, and giving it to me. Mm-hmm.
Well, that doesn't sound real nice.
Well, you probably have heard of me, robbing the boar. Boar, like pig, not boars and boring.
And Lostout's gonna look at Gottfried. You heard of him before?
No, I don't think I have.
He's gonna look back over his shoulder. Hey, Lita, Demora, you ever heard of robbing the boar? Or
correct me if I'm wrong, can I use Fascinate to kind of persuade them?
You can use Fascinate to basically try to fascinate them. I think you were able to attempt it on possibly all three.
Yeah, all three of them. Sorry, 4. I can do up to 4. So
okay, well, yeah, you can attempt it on all three.
Okay, so the targets each have to make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh.
If this doesn't work, I've got an idea.
I just want to know if you knew. Didn't know you were gonna fascinate him.
Should we avert our eyes?
Well, 2 out of 3 are sitting in rapt attention.
Sweet.
The large one is unfortunately the large one is the only one who is not.
Gross. Which one's Robin the boar?
The shortest one.
No, of course he is. Okay. So she's just gonna right as he asked if we know Robin the boar, Lita's gonna kind of just skip up, do a little twirl when she and then stop right in front of Robin, just put her hands together and be like, I've heard so much about you. The tale of you just has gone through the lands. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm meeting you in person. I wish, and she kind of like reaches into her pocket and pulls out just 2 silver. She goes, I wish I had more to shower you with, but this is all I have. Would this be enough? Me and my friends are just trying to get across.
Robin turns to his partner, the next one, also fascinated, and he's like, oh, she's heard of us. She's heard of us. John, have you heard? She's heard of us. Will, she's heard of us. This is amazing. This is amazing. John looks at him. What the hell is wrong with you? Come on. You gotta be worth more than that.
All right, right as he finishes saying that,
No.
Losout's gonna try and hold person him.
The big one?
Yeah, the big one.
All right, go for it.
Hopefully a better strength than Gottfried.
Let's see how I do hold person in this thing.
A good strength. Come on.
Maybe 20 years ago.
Sure.
There we go. Okay,
still
so
ripped.
according to this, it is. I don't know what I'm looking at.
He's just
Should be
grapple
words.
him.
Words.
CT1, a range 50 feet, so he's within range. But it doesn't tell me like what has to be rolled.
Okay, hold on a second.
It says wisdom negates. Wisdom negates.
Yes, do a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
The person you're trying to cast old person on.
All right, so you have to do a wisdom save against what on me then? Do I have like a...
So what's your spell DC?
That's a good question. Where is it on this sheet?
Yours, I believe, is -2 levels. So it would be a level, I believe, as level 4.
All right. I wish I could tell you. I know where to look on this thing.
All right, that's fine. Let me attempt.
See, magic is blank on mine.
No, I'm fine. So
okay.
yeah. No, the big guy finds himself held.
Fantastic. I'm glad we have Robert here to tell me what I'm doing wrong and right. Okay, so he's aware and breathes normally, but cannot take any physical action. It can, however, execute purely mental actions. So only things in their mind. And I'm going to guess he's not a caster. I hope not. Because he's pretty big.
Forward kill.
No, he's not.
Okay,
not a
good.
caster.
All right. And then I'm going to look at Lita and go, continue on.
Yes, these 2 silver are all I have right now. If you let us go through, I surely will come back and bring more people who have heard of your story. And not only will they have heard of it, and she kind of motions at everyone behind her. She goes, we will be spreading the knowledge of your greatness and your wisdom. She looks at Godfrey putting up a finger.
Ooh, which finger?
The large one's like, you can see him struggling and just what, and meanwhile the two smaller ones are falling over each other. You take the silver and like wave you through. At which point the large one starts to change, and you can see veins bulging in his neck as he begins transforming into a bear.
While this transformation is going on, like if I see it out of the corner of my eye, can I quickly like kind of motion to everyone looking at him and like try to get everyone to cross over the bridge quickly?
Sure, go for it.
So yeah, Lita's just gonna turn around. She's like, she sees out the corner of our happening, and she kind of motions with one hand to everyone to cross the bridge. As she turns around and kind of like holds Robin's forearms just a little bit. She slowly lets go, and she goes, "I'll be back soon. We'll be back with more." As she's like trying to run across.
And we're running to the platforms, right? We're running to those platforms. Godfrey, keep up.
Hey, where'd you guys go?
Calm down, Godfrey.
He's running behind as well, making sure that Demore is actually in front of him and he's in last.
All right. Yeah, before you run to the platform.
Grab the levers! Pull them now!
Pull the lever!
As you pull the levers, the effect on the bear fail, and he starts running. He actually knocks the other two out of the way, which brings them out of their stupor. The balls in the cylinder keeps going up and down faster and faster. You hear weep, 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 weep.
Yeah,
And you briefly have, as things fade away again, and this time it fades away, not so much fades away, but everything starts spinning in a swirl, which is really disconcerting. You momentarily find yourself what appears to be at the top row of an amphitheater, and then that fades out, and you hear a voice in your head, and you recognize it as Gummy Bear saying, "Nope, nope, nope, nope. Audible, you're not ready yet. There's something you need. There's something you need. I told you. And sorry, I don't know where that voice came from. And you feel yourself almost getting yanked from where you were, and you find yourself in a grassy field. Up ahead, there is an anvil. At first it looks like an anvil, then you realize it's actually a block of stone made to look like an anvil. Protruding from the stone is possibly the most beautiful looking sword any of you have ever laid your eyes on. To complete the picturesque view, behind this, there is a lake of shimmering blue waters. It is an idyllic scene, and then you hear a voice from behind you say, "Excuse me," and the erstwhile Gummy Bear is standing next to you and says, "Almost lost you there. That would not have been good. That would not have been good. You're gonna need that." And he nods to the sword. It's the only thing that's gonna be able to destroy that book, that accursed book. So he looks at each of you and says, and he looks at Lostout and says, "Yeah, no, I'm thinking swords are not your thing." Looks at them where, so not swords, but you have other stuff that will certainly come in handy, I'm sure. He sighs and looks at Gottfried and says, wait, probably yes, but what about you, Lee? And looks at Lita, as if hopeful that Gottfried is not his final option.
And she kind of just looks at her arms, and they're like super skinny and tiny, and she goes,
"You've got it."
I think you just went silent.
"Me?"
Okay, no, maybe it's just delayed. Sorry.
What part did I lose you?
No. You're good. I'm okay.
Wait a second, Gummy Bear. Before we continue, have you ever heard of a guy named Robin the Boar?
Is that a joke? I mean, that's got to be a joke, right?
Apparently, he's not as famous as he thought he was. All right, Lita, go get that sword.
You got this, Lita. We're all rooting for you.
She like not skipping this time, kind of like hesitant baby steps that her 3-foot butt will take her.
Take your time.
And is it like the sword's just in the stone?
What?
Yes.
The sword's in the stone? Mind blown.
She's gonna kind of just like put her 2 fingers on the top and try to see if it moves.
No, it does not.
Okay, well then she's gonna be like, aha, new adventure. She's gonna jump on top, or reach down and grab it by the handles and just
lift with the legs. Oh gosh.
Roll, give me a strength check.
Please, nat 20. Nat 20. I beg you.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Yeah. Come on. Give us that nat 20.
No, but 19. Not good enough. I blow my back.
The sword makes its way, and you feel it giving, and sure enough, the sword, which is apparently taller than you are, actually vacates the stone into your hands. And Gummy Bear standing there, jaw open, says,
Lita, as she like pulled it out, it kind of, I'm guessing, falls off this anvil stone, and she kind of falls off the stone with it, and then she's like looking back at everyone, I got it, and kind of like twirls around with it just for like one turn before it like falls back to the ground again.
Godfrey.
okay, I'm going to need
your
you
sword's
to make
bigger than yours now.
I'm going to need you to make both a dexterity check and a strength check.
Dang! You know
As
what?
she impales herself on the blade.
No, it's stab Godfrey. Godfrey's like, great job.
For Dex, am I adding my level or just my mod?
Yeah, Dexter, you get you at your level. Strength do not.
Okay. This is actually really good. Then we're gonna, I don't know which one. Okay, well, the first one I'll do strength. So strength was 15. And then dexterity, after I add everything, is 22.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You do a perfect pirouette and lose your grip on the sword, which impales itself at Godfrey's feet, right between the feet.
Ooh.
And she like kind of nervously just looks at everyone, then goes, adventure!
That was a little close, I think.
Not only does she have a bigger sword, but she's trying to take you out as the leader of this group. I like it.
She scurries back to everyone.
Good job.
And she just kind of, since it's stuck in the ground between his legs, she kind of just pets the head again, looking up at Gummy Bear. So now what? Actually, it's probably taller than her, so she's like, now what?
Gummy Bear's like looking at Lita and says, perhaps we should let the... and he sighs and shakes and says, perhaps we should let the old man use the sword.
She just pushes up her sleeve. She goes, yes, of course.
Roast up. You got it?
No, Godfrey. It's your sword now. You're leading us.
He said the old man.
Yeah, I know that I'm older, but I'm also younger. Dwarves,
that makes no sense.
Dwarves age different. I've gone over this. We can't do.
This is very one-sided.
Indeed.
He pulls the longsword from the ground.
Sorry you had to do all that work, Lita.
So, Gottfried, as you grab the sword, you feel a strength and vigor return to your body that you haven't felt in quite some time. The years seem to wash away.
I feel great. I can fight. I can sing.
Gummy Bear stares at Godfrey and says, "Please don't."
I'm with the cat.
I'm very impressed with this blade, most beautiful by its craft. Where next, fellow adventurers?
Well, Godfrey, lead us on.
I am not the leader, I am but the one at the head of the group.
Lita starts taking a couple shuffles backwards.
Leader, where are you going? Come hither, let us all stand beside one another and move forward as friends upon this journey.
Oh, I think I liked old Godfrey better. If we take the sword away, cat, does he go back to normal?
She leans over. She goes, "Does he still have the snacks?"
Did she still have the what?
Why do I have beef jerky in my pocket now? Beef jerky in my pocket now. This is not what I wanted. Odd. I will take lead. For where do we go?
Good. He finally accepted leading. All right.
So the Gummy Bear looks at the four of you and puts his paw to his forehead and just says,
with his human fingers,
I will take care of this one. And Demora, you recognize words of power coming from Gummy Bear's lips, and to your eyes, he seems to be, there seems to be more there than just him. You almost have a glimpse of a different power, an arcane power, and it feels ancient to you. And you hear words, they're both unfamiliar and yet comforting to you, as there's a rumbling, and from the lake, a platform begins to rise at the center of the lake, as well as a stone path leading from the edge of the grass right behind where the stone was to the center where the last device, and says, "This time it will take you to her and him, and well, I will not be able to assist you there. I hope this is enough. But I thank you for all that you have done to this point."
Wait now, Gummy Bear. We're supposed to bring you back with us.
If you manage to destroy the book, you will free us all.
Huh. And the sword will do that.
The sword can, yes, the sword can do that.
Huh. Well, Godfrey, thoughts?
I have nothing to add. You've done an incredible job. And you, fine kitty. We are proud of you. Thank you. Your friendship will not be forgotten.
Gummy Bear sniffles and says, "Meow." Just go on, please. Yeah. And he just like turns away.
I guess it is time, fellow compatriots. May we move onward together.
Hey, Godfrey.
Yes? Oh, you guys are already ahead.
Can Lita carry the sword till you need it?
I do not know what thou speakest. I feel that it would be problematic in the least for Lita to have to carry such a weight. Lita, you're too fine and too caring of a friend to have to do this. I would feel at odds.
Lostat's going to look at the other two. I liked him better when he was old.
She kind of acknowledges Lostat and then kind of looks around, looks Godfrey up and down, looks back at Lostat. I don't want to turn into that. I'm good. Kind of turns around.
All right, onto the platforms then. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
We'll send Gottfried in first.
I am ready.
Oh my God.
Finish him.
I was about to say, why does he sound like a Mortal Kombat character?
Get over here. Sub-Zero. Okay.
They call me Gottfried. Bring it.
Kano. Liu Kang.
Lita's gonna
All
take
right.
out her zither and just.
You cannot see me, for I am God Cena.
Fatal blow. All right, so we head. I guess we
Yeah,
head
so
over
we're
to the
heading-
platforms. Did this go sideways? I can't tell.
So good, I'm dying.
Okay. All right. So I guess the 4 platforms, right, with levers again. We get to play with
Yes.
levers.
It's
Yep.
just been Demora standing on there with her hand on the lever. Like, is these clowns ever gonna?
She's literally got one of her books out and she's just kind of flipping through the tapping a foot as she's waiting for them to finish their discourse.
All right, here we go. Flip the switch.
Uh,
I'm so thankful. You hear the speech that Godfrey begins to give as you pull the. Oh, okay.
oh boy. So yeah, as you do, again, the wall goes up and down, and you hear the sounds of horns going off one by one until there is this big rapturous cacophony of sound, and the waters of the lake start shooting up and down and then up as you're surrounded by this massive wall of water on all sides. And then you find yourself again at the top of the amphitheater. Stairs directly leading down to you to the main floor, the main area, where there is a couple of things going on. First, there is a large table covered in what appear to be ceremonial coverings, various cloths of different color. Basically, it, to your eyes, Lostout, it looks like an altar. Upon it, there is this large book open. What is truly troubling is the fact that you see a young man behind on the other side of it, looking down at the book, and you can see a shimmering presence behind him. Definitely female, that seems to be whispering in both his ears at the same time. It's hard to keep up with her movements, and you can see a look on what you're assuming is Edwin's face, a look of pain, as he seems to slowly be almost, it's a slow process, but it looks as though he's aging before your eyes, as if his life force is being drained from him, bit by bit, as he turns the pages of the book. Standing next to them is what looks to be a young boy, maybe 8 years old, and he's the first to notice you. And he says, "They're here. You've made it. Ooh, mother. You hear the shimmering ghostly form say, "What is it?" My playmates are here. Suddenly, the form coalesces a bit, and while still not entirely substantial, it does really appear to be a woman standing behind Edwin, who, a bit easy to make out. She turns to the boy and says, "Well then, Modred, why don't you go and greet your playmates and have some fun?" The boy walks out from behind the altar, and as he does, he starts to grow until he's no longer a boy, but a young man, maybe in his early 20s, wearing black armor, the dark as onyx, with a long two-handed sword, and he waves, and skeletons start bursting from the ground, standing before them. And he looks up at you. "Come, playmates, come. Let us have some fun. I've been waiting for you." And he starts laughing maniacally.
Have you heard about Palor?
Palor. Sounds like one of those phony gods from this weird place. Palor.
Okay, all right. Child needs a spanking. As he's going to turn around and look at the rest of you guys. So, are we going?
Of course, we made a promise. We see it through.
All right.
Lead the way, Gottfried.
How big is this room?
You are right now. You're probably about 40 feet before you get to the bottom of the stairs to the thing, and then it's pretty wide. There may be a good 60 feet in diameter.
Cool.
There's lots of room to maneuver.
As I've had the blade out because I don't have a second sheath, I'm going to pull my shield, and I'm not sure how this works. So you'll have to let me know, but I'm going to begin running down the stairs.
Okay.
And then, and sorry, just for my knowledge, is it like curving staircase where you can see over it, or is it just a single stairway that has walls on either side?
It's a single. I mean, it is an amphitheater. So basically, the stairs, and then there are basically stone benches. Well, stone areas where you basically would be able to sit down.
Gotcha. And then a wide stage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to, as I'm running, jumping off one of the steps, if this is how it works, I'm going to put one arm outstretched, and with the other blade up, I'm going to summon my divine mount.
Okay.
And hopefully it does what my mind is bringing. Is like it summons it underneath me, and I land just charging down at the horde below.
Okay.
When I see him begin his run, like the maniac that he is, I'm going to immediately cast Bless on everyone.
All right. And why don't you let us know what plus?
Yep, this gives everybody a +1 to hit, +1 on saving throws against fear. So you have been blessed by St. Cuthbert.
All right.
Can I also, when this is happening, use Exalt?
Sure, go for it.
Do I have to roll charisma for that or something, or is it just I do it?
Does it say charisma next to you?
It just says Exalt and then charisma in parentheses.
All right, then you're rolling charisma.
Okay.
I like learning all these new things.
Is it like it's just a D20 plus my level in mod?
Yep. And
if I'm trying to do it for everyone, can I only do it like once right now? Or
I believe so. I'll check on that.
All I know is that I can do it 6 times a day, and it's a 60-foot range.
So this will not affect attack rolls.
Oh, so it's just +1 to save against fear.
No, I'm looking at Exalt.
Oh, gotcha.
So you get the +1 from me.
Exalt would be +3 bonus on any action that requires an attribute check.
That's kind of cool. The more you know.
I can't tell if Robert's frozen.
Actually, I think you're basically able to affect anybody within 60 feet.
Has Godfrey run far away?
Nah, not if you did it right when you saw him start running. Because that's what I had to do, because the maniac's running away.
The second he ran, I was like, so can I only do one person at a time, or can I just...
Nope. Basically, it'll affect all of your allies within 60 feet.
Sweet. Okay, let's go for this. This is the time. Is that a 7 or a 2? That's a 6, 7, 8. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's effective.
So all of us get +3 bonus on any action requiring an attribute check. It lasts for 6 rounds.
Yeah, and mine is 6 rounds as well. So essentially 6 minutes. Mine's minutes.
No.
Mine are minutes. So mine's 6 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's a long time.
I know. So either we'll be dead or he'll be dead. It's a flip of the coin, really.
Demora, what do you do?
Fireball.
Well,
she runs away.
How far away is he? And how far is he from Edwin?
He is right now. He is probably only about 10 feet from Edwin. He's about between the stairs and getting to him. He's probably about 60 feet away.
All right. So, in that case, one moment. I need to double check something. Range is 50 feet. All right. So I want to. If I move, because if I move 10 feet, that'll still allow me to make an action.
Yes.
So I'm going to move 10 feet towards him, so he's within my 50-foot range for this spell.
Okay.
And everyone will see Demoria begins to kind of take a bit of spider silk out, and she begins to run it back and forth between points, and it will create a mini layer 20 by 20 by 10 foot thick mass of strong sticky strands. I'm casting web at him to try to encase him in the web.
All right.
See you.
All
right, Queen.
Let's see. Hold on a second.
I love the fact that we haven't rolled initiative yet.
You get a saving throw for that?
I'm trying. There's a very long. Anyone in the spell's area of effect when it's cast must make a dexterity save or become stuck. So dex save.
All right. Yeah. So our boy Modred is having some issues at the moment.
Yeah.
He's plastered against the stage.
So, Josh, I have to ask. When you started going down, did you perchance yell Leroy Jenkins while you were running?
I'm sorry, he forgot that, and no takebacks on that.
So, if he's entangled, he suffers a -2 penalty to attack and damage rolls and a -4 penalty to effective dexterity and can't move. And then on each round, he can attempt to save to get unstuck.
Sounds good. All right. In that case, let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Let's do all that and then roll initiative.
Evelyn.
Well, I don't know if he's going to want to...
Wait, is it D10 or D20?
It's a D10. So, Evelyn, unless you want to give it up to somebody, I don't think
keep rolling, dog.
Yeah, please.
Got it.
What'd you get?
That's a 5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
5. Castle Keeper's got a 5. Let's roll again.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
That's an 8.
Castle Keeper's got a 2.
Yeah.
What?
This
we
is
win
why
again.
she always, that's why Evelyn always rolls it.
All right. Yeah, since Gottfried is on his way down, Demora, you're going to start.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yay.
Thank you. I'm like, please don't.
That's
What do you mean, don't? You
I wanted
ran.
to hear.
I did not.
So,
I galloped.
there's this funny thing about web. It's flammable, and fire burns it
Oh.
5 square feet per round. And any creature in the web takes 2d4 points of damage from the flames.
Whoa.
And fireball will attach the webs.
Wait, fireball?
Fireball.
Oh.
Ran into fireball.
And
You're talking like fireball.
Fireball.
Okay.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Fireball. Ball fire.
Okay. Yeah, so, right. I'm assuming he's making a saving throw for that. Well, that too.
Let me pull up fireball.
You're not my real
I was like,
fireball.
what does fireball do in Castles and Crusades?
I rolled a natural 20 on that.
It's a
Oh,
but it's only a half damage save on
Yeah.
fireball.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, so it just reduces the damage by half if you're just trying to. But you also can't make dex saves right now because of the penalty, or -4 to your dex saves because of the penalty. So it's a 16.
I mean, he still rolled. I mean, it was still natural 20. So, all right.
So.
well, that's 1d6 per caster level to all
so that's
creatures.
66, so that's 66 plus the damage from the web burning.
Go ahead and roll it.
Maybe Godfrey will do some damage.
Oh, Godfrey's going to run straight into that. He's just going to be like, it's fine. Let's go barbecue.
Hold on one sec.
As long as he doesn't have plate on.
So 2d4 points of damage from the flame. So it's 66 plus 2d4.
Wait a minute, is this getting all the skellies too?
It's whatever was within that 20 by 20 by 10.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to get a couple of the skellies.
Robert's never going to allow us into Friday Night Crusades after
I
this.
know.
He's like, I'm never giving anyone fireball
kidding?
again.
He pinned my spells.
Listen. I will take all of the Mad Shatters in Friday Night Crusades if I can, and everybody else.
We literally skipped a full encounter by running across a bridge.
Look over there.
Oh man. He was like, I had such cool things.
They were supposed to barely survive.
Oh my god, why do you talk?
That would be 31 points of damage.
Oh.
Let's see. So, but half for the dex save. So then that is
15.
No. Because I have to.
This really is a twisted
just for
tower.
the fireball. So fireball was 6. So minus 6 is 25.
So much math going on.
Half of 25 is
12
or
12.
13. Yeah,
So
if you're rounding.
13. So 13 and 6 is 19 points of damage.
All right.
We waltz up to Edwin.
Modred lets out a howl, and the shimmering figure behind Edwin looks up, and you hear a voice go, What? You're not supposed to have anything left like that? What did those incompetent fools? And
That's for you, my dear.
you hear her begin mumbling something, but nothing happens quite yet.
Oh, I like that.
So, low stout.
All right. So skellies are within 60 feet, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I think it's time to turn undead.
Whoa!
All right, go for it.
So this is going to do 1d12 targets of a given type.
Uh-huh.
And 1 HD undead are destroyed instead of turned.
All right, just roll the 12-sided die and let me know what you get.
All right, 12. I don't use. There we go. Oh, that's ugly. 3.
You roll a 3?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 of the skeletons completely shatter.
Oh,
Nice.
snap.
I get a few more of those.
By the way, and 2 of them, so there's 5 left because 2 of them got caught in the inferno of the fireball.
Right.
Yeah, so Lita, if you want to use a range weapon, you'd go next. I mean, if you want to do something else, you can do that too. I'm not saying you have to use a range weapon.
Who?
Lita.
Lita.
Oh,
okay.
Lita.
Sorry.
How far away is Edwin?
Edwin at this point is probably about 80 feet away from you or so.
My short bow doesn't hit that, does it? I don't have a range on my short bow.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I should have put it in range.
I know how many arrows I have.
We can blame Kristen for that.
That's my fault, and I do apologize.
Yeah.
Actually,
no, sorry. That's my fault.
Yes, it is.
Of course, it would be bow, comma, short.
Isn't that the worst?
Yes.
Range is 60 feet.
Dang it. Can I move 20 feet forward and shoot him? That's what I would like to do.
Is that half your movement? I'm thinking not. I think it's a bit more.
Oh yeah.
Dang, I forgot about that.
You're shorty.
I have 20 movement.
Yeah, I mean, you can move into position so that you can get a shot off on the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. She's gonna move forward. Godfrey, did you go on the left? Did you just go straight down?
Straight down.
Wait, I'm going a little bit to the right.
All right, Gottfried. Yeah, you can get to the skeletons if you want.
Wonderful. As I get into the fray, I'm actually not going to attack first. I'm first where's my mouse? Come on, mouse. Where'd you go? There we are. Are you a horse or a mouse? He's riding down, and as he gets within kind of striking range in the middle of this conflict of the flames flowing upward and the heat against his beautiful, now luscious young skin, he's going to sweep his blade out and also cast Turn Undead.
All right, baby.
And it says I just have Turn Undead as a cleric of 4th level. I have no idea what that means.
Hold on a second.
Oh, good. Isn't Robert doing an amazing job, guys? Incredible.
Can I get a what?
What?
Can we please get a what in chat?
I'm gonna need Pog in chat, please. Can we fill chat with Pog?
Pog.
I don't even. No, that's not Pog. This is the current Pog. That's the Pog. Oh my gosh. It's there, Evie. Evie knows. Thank you, Evie. You click on your emotes and you type in POG, and that's the current Pog.
Why?
Because that's how Pogs. You got to watch more Twitch streamers do.
I don't understand. What is this Twitch?
Oh, actually, all right. So it's got to be So your turn would not destroy them because
it would just
it would just turn them. Yeah, because if it's 5 levels below you, it'll be destroyed.
So that just means they're running away, right? They're scared of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be scared of them too.
If they're they'll either flee. If they're not able to flee, they'll cower.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
All right, so roll me that 12-sided dice, Josh.
And while he's rolling, there's some fan art posted in the Discord fan art. So make sure if you haven't already, clicky on the fan art or clicky on the Discord.
Yeah, join our Discord. I just put the link in the chat. So do the thing. Join us.
I got a 9 on the die.
And the 5 remaining skeletons all start running to the far side. Well, I'd say the far side. Basically, as far away from Godfrey as they can possibly get. At which point, the visage of the woman yells, "Enough! Dirty fools!" And you hear a frustrated sound and a few arcane things, and suddenly, the bear, as well as the other two, who appear to be shifting shapes themselves, and there's a bear, a wolf, and a boar standing in front of the altar, looking mighty, mighty annoyed. How do you tell that they're all looking annoyed? Not quite clear, but you just get that general sense of things.
I died.
Consequences of our actions.
All right, so
Adventure!
let's roll initiative again.
All right, Evelyn.
All right.
Evelyn's holding on to that initiative roll for dear life. She's not giving anybody else.
Please do not TPKS right now.
10!
I have bad news. I've got a 10 on the die.
Whoa. No, that was good. That means your 10 counteracted his 10.
No,
Yeah.
So roll again.
4.
Castle Keeper's got a 5 on the die.
And this is where our luck changes.
Are there windows?
That's fine.
Are there doors?
We need to know these things.
All right. So first of all, Modred is going to attempt to make his save again.
And he's going to fail it.
And he does take a -4.
So how much damage does he take if he's still stuck?
That's another 2d4 damage from the flame.
Yes.
Yeah, Modred's not having a good day.
Because he's a Terrabad.
That's 6 points of fire damage from the webs burning around.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
You lit that guy. He's on fire.
Don't worry, Lostat's going to come in and kill him.
So, the bear makes a mad rush at Gottfried, basically looking to meet you head on.
Is he undead?
No, he's not undead. He's a bear.
Some bears are undead.
But your loyal summoned steed allows you to deftly sidestep him.
His name is Stunwin.
The wolf and the boar, on the other hand, are making a beeline to the stairs to the rest of you. However, they're not going to be able to get all the way to you. So we will start with Gottfried. You have the bear up on you.
I do not wish to take your life, great creature. But you have put me at an uncomfortable position,
as I will swing the newly young sword. Come on. That is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, I think you might have love tapped him.
Yeah. And then is this the same damage as my broadsword?
Yes, and there's going to be a bonus to it, but that's for me to know.
Cool.
For you to find out.
That is going to be 8 damage.
All right.
Plus 80.
The bear lets out a bit of a howl as the blade cuts into its side. All right. Lita, you had ready to a shot, but you weren't able to take it because you were running. So you've got you're up next.
I want to shoot Edwin in the face.
Wow.
Why are you shooting Edwin?
Edwin's the one.
Edwin like Edwin.
I was like, No. She said it. You gotta kill the poor
I know.
hostage.
Josh would do that. No, that's a freak. I was looking at the wrong part of my notes.
Well, there we go. That was a good game, Robert.
I mean, we saved him in one way. Death is an escape. So
I mean, you can.
Yeah, come on, Robert.
Maybe he'll stop getting older, and maybe I slow down the process.
Well, you definitely slowed it down.
You literally stopped the process. It's done.
Stop the process.
He's DED dead. Trust the process. DND dead.
Lita was trying to go for Mildred.
Oh.
The M's and the W's, they just got all,
Okay. Yeah. All right, so you're shooting Modred.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, his name's
this is when I'm happy Josh isn't DMing.
Yep.
Yep. 21.
That hits.
Sweet. Sons of biscuits. That's just it. 4.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just sweeping the dust in the back for this thing.
You guys weaken him for me. I'll be right there.
Yeah. Sure.
Demora.
All right. Seeing the other two kind of coming towards the rest of the party, she doesn't want to let them get any closer to her, so she pulls out a single feather and runs her fingers down it and casts fly on herself.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I'm gonna start moving upward a little bit so I can keep kind of a good angle, but not be where they can touch me.
Gotcha.
Hopefully.
I need that in real life.
Very nice.
That is
All
why
right,
no being the way out.
Low stout.
He's gonna look at her start to fly. Well, look who's fancy today. And he's just gonna start running towards the fray.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Yeah, you're going to be able to get to. You're able to get to the wolf.
Oh, I can get to the, but that's more than half my distance, so I can't attack. Right.
Yeah, it'll be more than half your distance. Yes.
No, so see, I'm learning these rules. You're a good teacher. I like this.
All right, and so Lita, you wait. Did you actually you hit Modred? That's right. All right, so I won that round initiative, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, Terry, you are going to roll initiative for us next.
All right.
Ten-sided
D10,
die.
right?
Yep.
Wow. I only rolled a 10.
Oh.
Oh, you cut me deep.
I know.
Castle Keeper rolled a 6.
Oh.
It feels good to be a dwarf.
Well, since you're going to be right up on the wolf at any moment anyway, go ahead and make your attack.
All right, I'm going to attack him with my flail. It's a light flail. It's not one of those heavy ones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to roll a 16.
AC 16 just hits.
Of course it does. A follower of St. Cuthbert does not miss. And that's going to be 7 points of damage.
All right. You wallop the wolf. Let's add a howl. Gottfried.
Oh no. Gottfried is going to take another attack at the creature in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to say, I gave you one warning, foul beast. Please cease and desist before this gets nastier. That's what I've been waiting for. That is going to be a natural 1.
Do me a favor. Give me a dexterity check.
Yep. Okay. That's going to be.
At least he doesn't have a fumble table.
That's going to be a 15.
Okay. You swing wildly, apparently slightly unbalanced by the feel of the new sword in your hand. you somehow managed to stay in your in what we call it, on the horse. Understanding you and you understanding how to ride, but it's a divine horse. It has some advantages.
Sten 1, steady.
Lita.
Lita, you're up. I know. I'm imagining you stabbing him in the foot too, but keep going. Keep going.
No, I really am like, just as long as I don't shoot Edwin this time.
Gottfried's the enemy. I mean,
yeah. If I get a nat 1, do my fingers slip and it hits Gottfried instead? But who's 60 feet from me besides Gottfried?
Actually, from where you're standing, pretty much everyone is 60 feet from you, within 60 feet. Everyone's in range.
Is the wolf still standing?
The wolf's still standing. The boar is making, heading straight at you.
Okay, fine. I'll just go boar. Straight at the face. Right in the kisser.
Go for it.
17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
4.
Nice.
About as much as I'm gonna do every round.
All right.
Till I get that sword back.
Until I get that sword back. I just want more songs from the bard. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, seriously.
Y'all gotta kill some more
like
people.
If you've got some like Hanson Umbop, I'm ready.
And Demora, you're flying up, surveying the battlefield.
Yes. So I can fly at the speed of 90 feet.
Oh my gosh.
90 feet?
Can Lita just grab her zither and be like, "Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na." She just floats up.
All right. So she's going to cast magic missile. Yeah, she's going to cast magic missile. Because it's let's see, where is it? Magic missile is that's there it is, magic missile. It's 100 feet range. So yes. Missile of magical energy flies from hand, deals damage. For every 2 levels experience past the first level, caster gains an additional missile. So then I have 3 missiles? 3 missiles. So yeah, I'm gonna send all 3 of my missiles at Modud.
All right, go for it. What's the damage? I believe they're automatic hits, so what's the damage?
Take Motrin down.
Bring back ibuprofen.
9 total points of damage from
9? Okay. Oh, poor Modred.
The wizard, sorcerer, wizard,
mage,
wizard just cranking it out. Yeah.
Yeah, she can manage to get to the final battle with like all her spells except 1.
Seriously.
All that extra reading she was doing while the 3 of us were arguing after we got the sword.
Just double checking everything was on hand.
All right, I think that's everybody.
Tomorrow rolls a 1. Can her missiles hit Gottfried? It's been asked in chat. So I want to apologize real quick to the mad chatters. I should have kicked him into the abyss. That's my fault.
I'm actually sorry that you didn't, because that would have been funny.
I like Josh too much.
Let's put it away. There would have been a really, really comical moment had you done that.
Oh man.
Like just blood spray as he enters it. Viscera.
Godfrey comes back as part cat.
We are going to start with the bear, who actually gets multiple attacks.
Oh, good. Good.
So
that's what we want.
First of all, 2 claws.
Does 68 damage.
First of all, 2 claws.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so AC 18.
AC 19.
All right. And then I'm going to do the bite attack, and I'm going to use my advantage.
Oh.
Oh, he finally decides to use it. Oh, it's against Godfrey. That's fine.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
Bitch. Missed again.
Oh. Yeah, seriously, why?
I mean,
You
he
just
got
killed
special
me.
armor?
Yeah.
You guys have armor?
Right? I said no and robes.
Oh boy. Yeah, it occurs to me that I made a mistake giving Demora flying, considering I don't have many things here that actually have ranged weapons.
Demora is just gonna stay floating the
I
entire
just don't
fight.
understand why I don't have flying. Oh, cleric. That's right.
Yeah.
Motrin pulls out a machine gun.
Advantage, Godfrey.
Oh,
Oh, Josh, you just got 4 advantages. Because
Three. Let's
Pat
not get
Draws
ahead of
feels,
ourselves.
or 3.
Three.
Because Pat
Wow.
Draws feels sorry for you.
Well, that's fine, except the boar.
Kind of, apparently.
Oh, wait, what's the boar going to do?
Except the boar is attacking Lita.
Can Lita's pigtails spin around in circles like that girl in Spy Kids?
So she can have fly.
I don't know why. I let this dice back into the thing. I've got to banish that die. I don't know what you people did to it, but it's just ruined. Terrible.
We
What did
do
they
what we
roll?
can.
The bear, not the bear, the boar tries to gore Lita and, yeah, just basically completely and utterly misses.
It's because she's so tiny.
The wolf on, what do you call it?
Turns around and attacks Godfrey.
Where's that?
Runs back.
Bring it, wolf.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Oh, and Modred's got his got to get his attempt to get out.
No.
As long as it's against Godfrey, we're
And
okay.
Modred finally frees himself.
No.
Boo.
So yes, there is that. There's that at least. All right. Okay, initiative again.
All right, let's do
Come
this.
on,
The
Terry.
wrong
You
die.
got
I have to-
this.
Hold on.
Another 10.
D10. There you are. Right. Wait a minute. Where? There you are. Okay. D10.
In the
Oh.
Cast
Only an
Keeper's got
8.
4.
Oh, only an 8.
All right,
Yeah.
Yes.
Gary, go ahead. Start the
right.
list out.
Well, let's all right. So no, yeah, no. I'm just gonna attack this wolfy wolf.
Yeah,
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do.
you talk about not fudging the rolls. Apparently, you need to start fudging my rolls. Pointing in
Yeah.
the direction.
Nat
This
20.
is-
Nat 20.
All right.
is
So
terrible.
that is a 14.
On the wolf.
Yeah.
AC 14 misses.
I figured it would.
Yeah,
Little
the
bastard.
wolf is a little too quick.
He's
for you.
Canadian, I know.
Sure.
All right, Lita, you and the boar.
Me and the boar.
Go on a date.
Go on a date. Ugh.
He seems a little pig-headed.
Womp womp.
So Lita. The boar, Edwin, the wolf, and how far away is the bear?
Yeah, no, the bear's probably about 40 feet from you, from where you're standing now.
40 feet. Okay, so let's go bear. Not Edwin. Bear. I'm doing it again. I did it again. Maldred, the bear, and the boar. I'm gonna try to use fascinate.
Okay, I'm going to stop you. That's not going to work because you're in combat.
That doesn't work if you're in combat.
Yeah, you have to do that before you enter combat. They can't feel. They can't
Can
feel
we
threatened.
pause for a second? In combat.
Dang, I really can't
Stop.
do anything.
Hey, hold on.
I
guys.
had my
Look at
time.
that.
I had my time to shine earlier. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna try to shoot the boar in the face with the short bow again. Unless it's really close to me, then can I use my scimitar?
It's really, yeah. I mean, the boar tried to gore you, so yeah, it's really close. Go ahead.
Sweet. slashy slash, but I'm going for the right eyeball specifically.
Oh gosh.
24.
Oh.
I'm going to give you the eyeball.
God.
Let's go. 7.
All right.
I'm going to give it a little twist before I pull the scimitar out.
Yeah. The eyeball comes with it, and it now has a scar where its right eye used to be.
And
yeah, kind of ugly looking there. Godfrey, did you go yet?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my advantages for the swing against the bear. Gotta use the advantage. That is going to be a 14.
Oh,
that's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Did you add your bless to it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I did
you
not.
got a
That's a
+1.
15.
That still misses.
Dang it.
Oh,
Okay.
sick bird.
But sometimes
That doesn't count as an attribute check, does it?
No. That's
No.
for the bless that
My bless
Baldy
is
gave
good.
me.
Your charisma thing not so good.
Yeah.
Rip.
All right.
Hash,
And
hashtag-
Demora.
Alright. What is directly in front of me? Like if I'm looking like down
The air.
field of battle. If I'm looking down the field of battle, what is directly like in my line?
Oh,
Straight ahead.
I'm flying. You basically have target-rich environment. Take your pick.
Alright. I'm trying to use a specific spell that I don't want to hit everybody with is basically what I'm trying to do here. But I want to cast lightning bolt.
What if just Lita?
I can take it. I am a disciple of Palor.
And
Okay.
Taylor's a pretty good guy.
What I'll give you is using your fly, you'll be able to get to a point where you'd be able to hit the bear and Modred.
Okay, then that's what I want to do without hitting Gottfried, hopefully.
You
Alright,
also have an advantage from
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you,
risk.
Obsidian. Alright, so let me double check the wording of the spell.
Actually,
alright.
isn't that just a save for them?
Let me double check because I need to. It's a dexterity half. Yes.
So this is for the bear.
So yeah, so she's gonna put out a small iron rod, and you're going to see like crackles of electricity run out the top of it, and then she sends.
Okay. So the bear made it save. Modred did not.
All right, so half damage for the bear, full damage for Mildred.
Okay.
1d6 points of damage per caster level, so that's 66 points of damage for him.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Come on, light him
oh,
up.
man. So much waiting.
How is she getting 85?
The tension is so thick.
So thick.
So for Mildred, he takes 30 points of damage.
30
And-
points?
The bear takes 15.
Oh, I swear.
Okay.
I swear.
So you want to describe
Woo!
Modred's light
Can
show?
I get a woot woot?
All right, so
Pop, pop.
as you see the lightning go out and it's goes across the ground, because Mildred is covered in all of his armor, it just crackles up his body and it's cascading all across the armor that covers him, and you just see his smoke starts to roil out in between the plates of armor, and he falls dead.
We'll miss him.
All
Is
right.
the bear still up?
Oh, the bear's still up, and the bear's not happy.
I'm not doing anything. I might as well just take my zither out and start singing to everyone.
Yeah. Hey, me too, man. I can sing.
Bear's getting its 3 attacks. So first
Yep.
is claw. And you said AC 17 does not hit, correct?
No.
Take out your what?
Yep. Yeah, no. The bear is just terrible.
Don't forget about that fourth attack that he gets on his third turn within the rules.
So the boar on Lita. AC 18.
Yep, that hits.
Good.
That is 9 points of damage. And I need to check on something because I forgot exactly how that worked.
Like all of Tepe's HP.
He's like, I gotta check on to see if you're automatically dead.
You've been completely speared through.
Now there's another ability that it has. So okay, no, it's not the boar that can do that. Never mind.
Oh, it's the wolf, isn't it?
Probably. Oh yeah, and the wolf attacks great stuff.
Shouldn't have said anything. Damn it.
Natural 20.
Oh,
That's
no.
about freaking time.
So what does that do?
Damage.
Lots of damage. Lots of damage.
Awesome. I'm just gonna go with myself.
What does that do? Well, it means we have to take a long walk off a short pier.
14 points of damage.
All right. That's fine.
And, hold on, I need to check on you because, like I said, I'm pretty sure one of them.
I'm hoping it's the bear.
So I need you to make a dexterity save.
Dexterity, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's your best stat. You got this.
No, it's not. 8.
And as it bites and as it sinks its teeth into you, it drags you to the ground.
I like it.
All right. And Modred is dead, so he's not getting an attack this round. Yeah. Let's roll initiative.
Well, let's do this.
Come on, Terry.
Something.
You got this, big boy.
All right. Which one? I'm trying to pick my die. This one.
You got this, blue
All right,
dealer.
Ducky.
Come on, limp noodle.
Well, I rolled a 10.
Damn it! Castle Keeper's got a 9.
Oh,
you're killing me, Smalls.
Thank you, Ducky. Folks who are curious, this is my Ducky die from Kozer Gamer. Make sure you get a set.
Quack,
It keeps
quack.
winning for me.
Oh, boy. All right. So, yeah, might as well start with you since you've been dragged to the ground.
Can I cast from the ground or do I have to be up?
Actually, no, sorry, you're not going to be attacking. You're going to attack because you've been kind of. Yeah, you're gonna get attacked, but you actually go after everything else happens. So let's go.
Okay, so when I'm dead, gotcha.
Yeah.
Maybe. But let's go with actually Demoira, since you're flying about with the greatest of ease. Why don't you go first?
Seeing Rostat in a bit of a pickle, she's going to raise her staff out towards the wolf, and she's going to cast magic missiles on the wolf
Fireball.
that is biting him currently.
Okay, go for it.
So that's 3 more magic missiles.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, massive missiles, Petros.
They're huge.
Huge.
7 points of damage from the magic missiles.
Nice.
Nice.
Already said
All
that.
right.
Super cool.
Lita.
We're gonna try to stabby stab the
Here we
left eye.
go.
I'm trying to blind this boy.
Let's go. Blind boar, blind boar. What do you see? Oh,
I'm gonna ride him like a donkey all the way up to the stage.
gosh, that's dark.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay, that's gonna hit then.
And that's a 6.
6 points of damage. All right. He manages to hang on to his other eye, but yeah, you get him in the flanks.
Mm-hmm.
Gottfried.
Gottfried. He will urge my great and glorious steed forward. As I will hold the blade in front of me, Gottfried, I, the great, will go forward and jump and bring the sword straight down into the book.
Roll an attack roll for me.
Okay.
Into the book?
Yeah, the book.
All right.
The book.
I'm going to use another one of my advantages. Thank you, Pat Draws. That's cocked. Okay, that is 24.
The blade hits the dead center of the book right through and cuts right through the binding. The specter of the woman shrieks, howling in your ears that just nightmarish in tone and quality. You feel your head pounding and your ears, they feel as if your eardrums are about to burst. Everything starts to fade to black. And you find yourself standing in front of a small house on a small hill overlooking the hamlet, the overlooking the village, with a small calico cat rubbing up against your leg. A very, very confused young man stands there next to you and rubs his eyes, looks around, and he says, I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. And he turns to Godfrey and jumps up and starts hugging you. I'm free.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It is not I that you must thank, but that of Gummy Bear and that of my glorious compatriots.
Can we get rid of that sword now?
And he says, Gummy! And picks up the cat, and the cat looks as if it's deciding to whether or not to claw his eyes out, but eventually just settles into his arms and relaxes. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. It was a nightmare you freed me from. Oh, I can never repay this debt. Thank you. And so, the curse of the Twisted Tower has been broken, and the heroes victorious.
Huzzah!
With that,
Huzzah!
our adventure ends.
There it is. Sorry, that's what I was waiting for. Sorry.
Thank you to my wonderful players. This was truly an exceptional experience for me. I enjoyed this so much. Being able to run a game for you, and I can't thank you enough for those of you who volunteered, those of you who answered the call when I asked, those of you who stepped in at the last minute despite having had surgery within the last couple of weeks and looking like you had gone a couple rounds. Thank you. I hope, to Mad Chatters, I hope you all enjoyed this adventure. And well, we have a thing. Everyone knows what's coming. So during Blue Box, if we enjoy the content you're seeing, and you enjoy what we're doing here week in, week out, and you haven't yet followed, or say you've followed but you have not yet subscribed, or if you've subscribed but your subscription has lapsed, we have one question for you.
What are you doing? Don't forget, tomorrow night we have another one, right?
Yep, tomorrow night, 5:30 Central Time, is Nostalgia Mansion with DM Danny. That's the Honeybee Crafter here on Twitch, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And you'll see me and Robert again tomorrow night.
I just want to say from the group, thank you, Robert, for leading this.
Seriously.
Yes.
Especially for a bunch of people who have never done Castle and Crusades and were completely lost at times. I thought you did a fantastic job. So big shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great.
And you are always welcome Friday Night Crusades. We would love to have you.
I will not bring Godfried.
It's wild.
I mean, if there's anything I can do to kick Godfried into the abyss, I would like to do that.
I thought Godfried was going to die in this. So
I feel I have to let you know what would have happened.
Yes.
Yes, please.
So if you had kicked Godfried into the abyss, he would have disappeared, and you probably would have had to have ended up walking to the past the toadstools.
Oh, right.
And as you were talking, you would have heard as Godfried would have landed in the cornfield beside you.
Oh, that would have been so.
How much damage would that have been? How much damage would that fall have been?
We will never know.
Yeah,
dude,
God.
We were all on. I mean, let's be honest. What really happened is the tea had LSD in it.
Seriously,
and that's what
man.
that whole adventure was.
Like, honestly, it was good. It was real good.
Okay, I am preparing a raid for us. We'll head over to Troll Games because they actually just went live.
Heck yeah.
And
Oh my gosh.
We get to return the favor. Hey,
yes,
what do you know?
since they brought some friends over, we'll bring some friends back. And since we were playing Castles and Crusades tonight, it seems appropriate. So we are going to go over to Troll Games.
And don't forget, folks, next week, Greyhawk Awakening is back.
Yes.
You get to see Brim and Rin and their love affair.
Gosh.
You get to see Yolanda Babushka.
Yolanda Babushka.
Gimbal and Millith minus Millie. So too soon?
Just left.
Oh.
So make sure you stop in next Tuesday night and say hello.
All right. And with that, while the raid is being set up, bye all.
I love you guys.
Raiding now.
Robert, that was incredible.
That was a blast.
So good.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
No, that was fantastic.
I had a lot of fun with that. I was like, and I actually was like, wait, they're skipping that big finale, really big finale.
I know. See, and that's so I'm sitting there thinking, right? So after Sunday's one, all I can ever think of is doing things without like actually killing things is so much fun. Yeah. And so when she's fascinated, I was like, wait, let's hold person. Let's see what happens.
I love it. And it only worked because nobody attacked anything.
Exactly.
Don't forget to end the stream, Robert.
All right. Stop streaming. And more importantly, I need to remember